so not a fan of key lime.
So then you probably wouldn't like this either. But we have multiple little samples.
I never choose it, but I can eat it. It's all right.
The key lime thing actually came from my sister used to work at the truck wash at the truck stop out there. Mm-hmm. And she had a trucker come through and gave her like a case of key lime pie. Oh, yes. And when I say this,
like Trey gets excited.
It sounded like a great idea until I ate half a pie before midget football tryouts at the new park. This is back when you played for the Cherokees and we played for the Chiefs.
Oh yeah,
and I showed up at the new park with a half a key lime pie in my belly.
Oh my god!
Your face was as green as a pie.
First time we met was when you played baseball with my brother.
Oh yeah, the days back when.
Long time ago.
It was one of those, like, baseball was one of those things I was really good at until I turned 13 and everybody caught up with me.
You told my brother once, you were like, he asked you where you live and you said in the middle of the highway.
Probably.
I live in the middle of the highway. My house is the only one out there. I was like,
Very
he's
possible.
fucking lying to you, Trevor.
I'm not rolling that on. I've lived in a lot of places. That's what happens when you're poor. You just pick a place.
Right? I feel like this is higher than normal. That's what she said.
We're just between that and my headphones, we're losing it.
It could be getting too used to it. What do you got, Candy?
We did have some like hardcore destruction going on up here today.
It's true. It's true. We went back downstairs, and Joe and Jackie were like, "What the hell were you guys doing upstairs?"
There's a new table.
There was a new table.
That was
what else happened?
Pain in the ass.
You build like
I straight up let Trey just do that on its own.
I'm just like, what is it? What do you mean some hardcore destruction? I noticed a new table and
plus some other shit.
A new.
Yeah, we got well, we traded.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, worked out pretty good.
Got it.
But prior to there was some destruction.
There was definitely destruction.
It's just the fucking Thunderdome. You guys are just throwing down up here. Like fist fight club.
We walked downstairs and Joe goes, "Were you guys working out?" I was like, "Does it look like I was working out?"
But you got the workout during the
I did get a workout though. I was. Yeah, that thing is heavy as shit. So yeah, Candy's on a new table tonight. She has a new mic set up. Mm-hmm. Cool. We're all good to go.
We're like professionals over here now.
We are. What's up, dude?
Not much, Trey. How you doing, man?
So what was a day in the life of Colin like today?
Oh, not too bad. Just felt like I had a bunch of things going on. I've been feeling like I'm getting a little busier, which is nice. Good job security, but
yeah,
I get tired, man. I'm fucking.
You have
old.
great job security, by the way.
I'd like to think so. I hope
know
so.
You do. I know you do. We had a conversation about this.
Things are going pretty well.
Yeah. No, proud of you.
Yeah. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Candy, how we doing over there?
Great.
We've had a busy week.
Yeah. It's only Wednesday.
I know, we're all tired. We're all tired and like dragging.
I'm like,
we're like, fuck, it's Wednesday.
Dragging
right.
ass.
Let's perk up here.
Get some aftershave.
unfortunately,
Some brute.
I have to do homework after this, so it's going to even be longer.
Wow. That
Yeah,
sounds
homework after
awful.
this? Oh yeah, for those who don't know, Candy is actually in the middle of her master's right now. Well, you should be graduating in May, right?
At the end.
You're at the end of her master's. Congratulations on that, by the way.
She's kicking ass.
Well, talk to me in a couple months.
She is
and then
KNS.
we'll be-
Is that what you said? KNS?
Yeah, she's kicking ass.
Oh, kicking ass. I was like, well, she is KNS also. Candy shook.
Okay, I said kicking ass, but
I get it. We're on the same page.
got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
How was your day?
It was good, man. It was real good. We have been really busy lately. Just a lot to get done. A lot of work out there right now, which isn't a bad thing. It's a good thing. We're busy. So, but the other thing is though, is we were supposed to go to an escape room this past weekend.
We did
not
do it. I was bummed. Hey, maybe this weekend though. Honestly, let's talk.
Possibly.
I talked to CJ a little bit.
Possibly.
He'd be back down.
Possibly. You guys are doing a game night Friday, I heard.
Yeah. Are you coming?
Oh, I didn't know I was invited.
Why would I tell you without
I just thought you were telling me your plans for the weekend.
I don't. Yeah. Why didn't you invite Treg?
I did. I said, hey, we're having a game night on Friday night at my house, Colin, and then the rest of the game mates. And I said, we're going to learn a new game, Hot Shots, because Jason's coming. He's like, well, you guys only playing Hot Shots. And I was like, I don't know. There's multiple different things we can do during this time frame.
I was intent in this conversation. I was not looking at my phone at all.
It's a true statement. But
Nobody wants to hang out with the boss, Treg.
I didn't directly say.
That's fair.
Hey, you are welcome to come also, I guess. Sorry. So, hey, You're welcome to come to game night on Friday.
We'll see what I'm doing.
You're not invited anymore.
I'm busy that night.
I'm busy that night.
Which night? Doesn't matter.
I got kids, so.
I'm busy all night. Yeah.
Bring them with you.
Oh, God. We don't want that.
Just put the TV on.
There's a
that's fine.
dog that they can
true.
play with.
That's true. They do
It's
like
true.
Sky.
They do. They do.
I have a bunch of random toys that my
Yeah.
friends' kids keep bringing, so there's plenty of.
My kids were acting really weird today. Very weird. Like, not normal. I'm sure Chelsea is seeing a different story now that she's home. But when I was leaving, I was like,
Yeah,
hey.
you had them this morning.
Yeah, I did have them this morning, but then they had school late. And then I dropped them off, and they were, when they got back home or whatever, they have a chore list that they have to do, right? House was completely clean. I was like, hey, house looks good. Good job, girls, And the twins were, they were like, hey, we're going to set a timer to read for. I was like, okay. And I go to the bathroom real quick, and I overhear them say to Alexa, set a 2-hour timer. And I was like, you guys are going to read for 2 hours? And they're like, yeah. I was like, okay. That's fine. And then London, my youngest, she comes out and she goes, Dad, how do you spell living room? And I was like, so I told her, and she's like, how do you spell bedroom? So I told her, and I was like, why are you writing all this down? She goes, I'm going to clean all the rooms. I was like, she's like, I'm going to clean your mommy and daddy's room.
They broke something.
Dude,
They
right?
broke
I know.
something. They want to go to Disney World.
I was like, what in the world is going on here?
Like, Dad, we're fucking geniuses, and the house is neat as hell. Like, let's go to Disney.
Yeah, I was flabbergasted for sure. So, like I said, Chelsea's probably seeing a different story, but yeah, that's what I saw. So
Okay.
that's all that counts, right?
Well, cool.
The question is whether they actually read for the whole 2 hours, or they got 10 minutes in and were like, what's on TV?
Yeah. No kidding. No kidding. So, but we got a special guest on tonight. Tyler Sosby will be coming on the show.
Yep. Met him about 5 minutes ago. It's getting to be a common theme.
That's
with
a
me.
common theme for you. Yeah,
I know.
for sure.
I do kind of like that, though.
You need to start bringing your own friends.
I don't have any friends. All my friends are in this room.
It's not true. I've met your other friends.
I don't really have any friends.
Well, Taylor's been on the show.
And we're not friends.
We're not friends anymore.
We were never friends.
But isn't he
Chris was
coming
on the show.
Friday?
It's your house, man. I don't know.
But you invited him.
You told me to.
I said bring your game friends.
Do you have his phone number?
I don't have his phone number.
All right. Taylor's my friend. It's my only friend. I don't have
you
any other
go.
friends.
So, but no, Sosby's coming on the show. He is the UNOH's bowling coach.
Cool.
I know he's been in bowling for a while. He's also been a golfer for a while. So
Maybe you
but-
can give me some tips. I suck at both those things.
Probably not, but
Then his job security is probably not great.
so no, we're gonna have him on the show tonight, though. I've known Tyler for a long time, but it's been a while. I think I told you this earlier. Kids, life gets in the way sometimes. And,
Yeah. People get stuff going on.
Yeah. So it'll be nice to catch up and talk to him about everything that he's been that he's been doing. So just interesting. So
Cool. Looking
Hey.
forward to it.
yeah. With that being said, let's get the show rolling. Roll it.
What's up?
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Social Guys. As always, the show is brought to you by RMG Reigns Management Group for all your digital marketing needs. On the hot seat tonight, Candy. What's up, girl?
Hey,
How's it going?
great as always.
Great as always. Colin motherfucking Jarvis.
Treg motherfucking Reigns.
And our special guest tonight, Tyler Sosby. What's up, dude?
How you doing, bud?
Dude, it's been a while, man. How you been?
Long time.
No shit. Dude, what you been up to, man?
Life.
Life.
I have a 2-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a wife, and a job. So
So you have a 6-year-old now.
yeah, I should be 7 in April.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, both of them.
That's
They'll
crazy.
be both at 7 and 3 in April.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. I know. I have 8-year-old twins now and a 5-year-old.
Are you done?
Oh, dude. Yeah.
You're saying?
Yeah.
Same.
Absolutely. I wasn't going to risk it for another girl. Are you kidding me?
Oh no.
Well, not only that, these guys have heard it before, but we had since we had multiples first, and then we had a singleton second, our chances for having multiples again went up to 68 or 72%.
Oh god, no, cut them off.
Yeah.
No, I'm out.
Yep.
No, we were like we were set on like 3 or 4 out of the gate.
Yeah, hop off the table, babe. Sharpen those scissors, Doc.
And then the second one happened, and it was like, no. Like, no, I love my son to death, but he is Donnie Thornberry as a child. And then he had we came out and he had this long curly hair. And we let it rock for a long time.
That's awesome.
But
I haven't heard that name in forever.
Oh my!
either. Holy shit. That's
Wild.
great.
Literally,
That's
if
wild.
you ask any of our friends, it's like Donnie Thornberry. It's
so
bad.
funny. That is hilarious. Hey, we got some specialty beers that I brought
I'm
out
super
tonight.
excited about this. This is like my favorite thing we ever did. It was nice of you to do it again.
So, yeah, do you guys want to all try the same one at the same time?
They are tinfoil wrapped, people. We can't. I don't know, what,
we
they
don't know
are.
what they are.
Treg bought them. He knows what they are. The rest of us don't.
If
I
you
kinda
drink them all at
don't.
the same time,
Okay.
so that way you're not sneaking ahead of time what the other person's getting.
Yeah.
So go to the big one.
Go big one first. Go big or go home, right?
Unwrap.
Don't unwrap it.
Well,
you gotta
no,
drink
Oh
it.
no,
You're not
just,
supposed
just
to-
straight
yeah.
open it.
Yeah, just straight open it.
Oh god, this is
The
bad.
blind tasting.
Blind
I'd like to be able to read.
I'd like to be able to pour it in a glass, but I did not.
Oh, it's an IPA.
Oh, yeah, it definitely is an IPA.
You gonna confirm that?
Yeah,
I agree.
yeah.
It's hoppy at least.
That's not bad at all.
No.
I'm just starting to kind of come into IPAs a little bit.
Right,
That is very new for me, and 10 years of beer drinking. It's just kind of finally happening for me.
What do you think about it?
It's not bad. I kind of dig it. The ones with the punchy in the teeth hoppiness are still rough for me.
Yeah. I feel like IPAs that you have to almost drink all the way through to decide if you actually like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so my father-in-law is huge into IPAs.
Yeah.
That's his choice beer.
Yeah.
You go to anywhere that sells draft beers, what IPAs do you have? Is this
Yeah.
question he asked.
Yeah.
We went to Toxic
that.
Brew Company in Dayton in the Oregon District. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, horrible idea. I say that and it's such a good way.
Oh, hey, and Candy's over there popping her bottle of wine tonight.
Oh, that
I'm
fancy
going
stuff.
pretty basic.
I'm going pretty basic.
We didn't cover it up though.
Yeah,
We didn't cover hers up.
we should pick her
peach.
bottle next time.
We should.
Barefoot
We should.
basic.
She's going. Well, it's barefoot.
It's basic barefoot.
Basic
Do they
barefoot.
call it that?
Is there a non-basic? Is there a premium
No,
barefoot?
the brand is basic.
Oh, well, that changes everything.
But honestly,
I thought you were just telling us you have a really shitty wine. It's
but
basic.
it's an $8.
This is how I
bottle
spent
of
$6 today, guys.
Where the phrase
Basic.
"basic white girl" comes from?
Oh, it's got to be.
Is
But
this like
there's
the?
flavors. This is
gotta
their
be.
fruit. Their Fruscato.
Yeah.
So there's all
feel-
different
It's like a
flavors.
snozberry,
I feel like basic white girl came from people drinking that wine and eating
the fruit Scottos taste like fruit Scotto.
and eating Hershey's cookies and cream. That's where basic white girl came from.
Yeah, so they have peach is my
Starbucks.
favorite, but they have all kinds of different
Yeah.
different.
Is peach not everybody's favorite?
Peach?
Yeah. I just assume that is. And maybe because it's
don't know.
mine.
Is that what you have, peach?
No, it's.
I've not tried all the.
But I've had
Barefoots. I don't know if I've tried any of them.
I've never
had
tried one of them.
the apple, the there's a raspberry,
Yeah.
there's a blackberry.
Don't sound bad. Raspberry might be more of my own.
Oh, see, that's my wife's thing. You could tell who
raspberry.
grocery shopped that week.
That is good.
On the snacks in the
I don't
house.
mind that at all.
She's like, oh, everything raspberry. And if I go, it's everything blueberry because she hates blueberry and I hate
blueberry.
raspberry.
Oh, I like blueberry.
Oh, yeah. Blueberry through and through, but she is a
Watermelon.
raspberry person.
Yeah.
And so, snacks in the house.
Watermelon.
Yeah, I would do blueberry over raspberry. Although raspberry does have some pretty good flavors usually.
I like the beer. I don't. In
No, it's
addition,
good.
In
It's-
addition to not being an expert or having the vocabulary to really
I'm not gonna lie, I literally was just like that one.
I don't have
No,
it.
this is a great. If you're not an IPA guy, this is a great entry IPA.
I think so too, yeah.
It's very mellow, but still you get every flavor,
Yep.
very
Super
flavor
smooth.
from an IPA.
I dig it.
Because some IPAs can bite you.
It's
Oh
still,
god,
it's
that's
still
what I
new
was
for
going
me.
with that story with Toxic Brew Company. We went in there and the lowest alcohol percentage there was 8.7. Damn. Up to 16 point something.
Colin,
Yeah.
we would run
Which is
show
not
there.
Which is
Oh, it's
until
horrible.
I got rolled out in a wheelbarrow.
Literally, we tried. They had 50 beers on tap there. We tried them all.
Yeah, I've done that.
That's awesome.
I've been there.
I haven't done that in a long time. Next time we go out to a brewery, though,
I don't want to do it.
I gotta stick to just beer.
Oh fuck yeah, you do! Holy shit! What did you drink?
What didn't I drink that night? I drank everything. We went to this bar called The Drink.
Oh, are you talking? Okay, I thought you meant
Hamilton.
Indian Lake, and I'm like, holy shit! What is
Oh
that?
no, there I just drank beer.
Okay, yeah.
They
But
have
I-
all kinds of.
But I wasn't even that drunk, really.
No, I hear you.
But
I hear
but
you.
if I have if I have anything over 4 beers, though, I'm not driving.
Yeah,
that's just where I'm at.
Well, we didn't drive there.
No, we were
I had
walking
to
everywhere.
drive.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're talking about at Indian Lake.
Yeah.
I had to. I drove
we went to
home.
Indian Lake.
He couldn't drive like 12 hours later. Still.
I could
Different.
not.
It's a completely different environment.
Yeah, I was doing. Did you hear this? Did you hear the story about when we were at Indian? Or when we were
it
at?
just fuck. It
I'm
was
pretty
funny.
sure yours.
We didn't die, so it was funny.
One specific weekend, almost every single time.
It was a good. It was a good
Honestly,
weekend.
well, it's the only time Trey and I have ever gone like out of town together, and it was
true.
pretty funny. It was a good time. Like I had a really good time that
great
night.
time.
But like we woke up and like we had all been drinking the night before, but like I don't think anybody felt that bad. But like Trey was gonna. Trey spent like an hour in the shower.
Dude,
Trey spent,
I woke up, walked over somebody, and was like, I feel like I got hit by a truck.
It was Adam. I think you stepped on Adam. And then we're driving home.
Well, who was my lawyer, by the way?
He's driving home, and he's just fucking. He's just fucking dry heaving in the front seat. Adam and I are just back there looking at each other.
Like
we gonna make it?
Like you didn't bother to pull over and attempt to vomit. You're just like,
well, he's okay. So he's like up on the wheel. He's like, and then at one point we're at least in the second or third lane. We were not in the like far. We were a couple lanes over. Just. Couple lanes on fucking I-75 off to the rest stop, gas station, and then I drove home. And then I didn't do a very good job, but I just bad driver, But it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was a good time. But hey, back to you though. real
Yeah,
quick,
sorry.
Tyler.
I'm sorry.
We had to go off on that real quick.
Again.
Well, you brought
Yeah,
up
right?
you brought up the.
I did.
Yeah,
I did. But so you last time we talked, you were working at a manufacturing company, right?
yeah, steel manufacturing.
Yeah. So you were working at a manufacturing company, and then next thing I know, you're a college bowling coach.
You know, it makes you feel any better. Everybody that asks me, what do you do for a living?
college coach.
I'm a collegiate bowling coach, and they go, what?
Is that a thing?
That's awesome.
And so like
It is awesome.
it was one of those things where like I was done with the game. I had started life. We'd actually just we were probably 6 months into Blake being like my wife being pregnant with Blake.
Which is your 6-year-old?
With my oldest, and I'd been out of the game for a year. I was done with it. I did the high school thing, did the college thing. My body was just done.
Where'd you bowl at in college?
Morehead State for a year.
Okay.
And when I came home, you make the mistake. You come home and you're like, oh, I should marry that woman. I say that. I love my wife to death. But it was like, that's what happened. Like we hit it off one summer party, and it was just like, I'm not leaving this.
I think I was at that party.
Was it a Jenna Williams?
Dude, you're asking me now?
Could have been. Could have been. But no, it was like we hit it off, and I was like, I'm not leaving the state. I like this.
Yeah.
And so I was done with it. We started life. We had a duplex together, and
Well, everyday sex, it's hard to leave.
but we
new
That's
relationship.
not what I've gathered. Like happens during marriage. I didn't. That's not what. Like,
No, marriage
That's not what
and
like media is portrayed to me.
Marriage is a little different. Now it's about betting.
But we
Making bets.
But yeah,
Colin.
it was one of those
Apparently
things.
you're married,
Oh yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. Keep going.
But it was one of those things that just like happened quick. And actually, we were going out to dinner one night with her family to the bowling alley, and Brian Van Meter just bought he was getting ready to buy the place.
My neighbor.
Or I think he just bought it. One of the two.
He's a good guy.
And I went in, and him and I go way back. He was my high school coach. He was the coach of UNOH at the time, actually. And he's like, hey, I got a JV coaching position open.
Yeah.
Would you be interested in doing it? And he's like, I wouldn't hire anybody. You're having a kid. I know you're matured, this, and this. And I was like, you know what? I could try this.
Sure.
And so I went to my wife, and she's like, yeah, just try it.
Do it. Yeah.
She so regrets that decision now.
Really?
I feel like she does.
Why is that?
Well, it was like, so that was probably May, June. And so fast forward like a week before our first event, which would have been like the first week in September.
Sure.
And mind you, I had like helped out high school kids. But that is it. I've coached teams.
Yeah.
And like, he's like, hey, by the way, I bought the bowling alley. I can't really do this anymore. The whole coaching thing at the same time.
So you're a shoo-in at that point.
And he's like, so here you go.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
So you didn't have to interview or anything with the college?
But no, I was already I got the job as like a JV coach.
Sure.
And so it was a shoe in. I had the JV.
Yeah.
And so then all of a sudden I'm like, now I got to run a whole, like the first tournament of the season is the Racers Classic. We host it. Never hosted a college tournament in my life. Never coached a team. And so then it was like, okay, I got to figure something out real quick.
Yeah.
And so we made it through, and we were like, God, like 70th in the nation or something at the time. Like we weren't great.
That's not terrible though for a
No,
school
like
like
no, it was not
Ohio.
terrible. Like the program's history is very rich. Like they from the get go, the college has dumped money into it and made them good. But at the time, it was just we were rolling through the motions there, and he was like, "Here you go, the whole thing's yours now. Bye." No. I say that, and I still call him 3 or 4 times a day, or 3 or 4 times a week at least.
Yeah.
And so he has walked me through, and I've done this 7 or 8 years now. So he's walked me through it from the beginning, but it was just I had to hit the ground running and learn from that right there.
Brian's a good guy.
And the best, absolutely. He has held my hand through this whole scenario and every problem I may have. Even now, if I called him right now, and that's Wednesday night, they're very busy tonight, but he would answer. He'd call me first thing tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was not easy out of the gate, to say the least.
That's interesting, man. That's crazy though that you kind of like ended up. That's how it happened and transpired for you.
So that was how it started that way, and then COVID came along.
Sure.
And so by then I had transitioned out of my everyday job into I was working maintenance and coaching there at the same time. And March of 2020, my son was going to be born in April. And I looked, I was like, okay, we got sectionals coming up, which same time of year right now.
Sure.
I was like, we're going to be gone for 5 days. I've got 3 days vacation. And I was like, how does this work? Because I got to take vacation from because they're separate entities, the maintenance department and the athletic department. So I go into my athletic director and I was like, hey, I'd like to have like 5 or 6 days one with my son. But the problem is I need like 5 or 6 days with the team here. And I only have like 3 days vacation. He's like, well, what'd you burn all your vacation on? Well, actually, when I travel, I have to use vacation for this to go to this. And so I went to the president of the college, Dr. Jarvis.
So wait a second. When you traveled for the team, you had to use vacation?
Yeah. They're separate entities, like completely different.
What
You
the
might as well be
fuck?
going from business to business.
That's so weird.
Oh, yeah. And so and then, like, Dr. Jarvis, who is, like, in my opinion, one of the greatest persons ever, like, when it comes to all that. So I walk into his office.
Oh, really?
I walk into his office, and he is the owner of this campus, this university. And I explained the situation to me. He's like, wait a minute, you have to take vacation from work to go to work? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, what the fuck are we doing here? And I was like, you said it.
You said it.
Not me. And so, he was like, take as much time as you need. Here's what you need. And then I go to section. Like, we leave for sectionals. We're heading to Chicago. We get to Valparaiso, Indiana.
Yeah.
And they cancel it because COVID and whatnot. So we come back home, and then like a week later, I'm sitting at home, and my maintenance boss at the time calls and said, hey, just let you know, they laid me off. They're going to call you to lay you off. Life's changing. Okay. And so like 5 minutes later, I get a call from a cell phone I've never seen in my life. And it was Dr. Jarvis.
Okay.
He was like, hey, we're not laying you off, but you don't have to come back to work for a while yet. Take your time. We'll figure it out. We're just going to be coach. And then nothing changes. You just go back to coaching, and you don't have to go back to do maintenance work.
Okay.
Oh, okay. And
that's a year's salary.
It's a salary-based job. It was just
Yeah.
everything was the same. I just coach bowling now.
Yeah.
Like he decided, like
What were you doing in maintenance?
like typical college stuff, light bulbs, ballasts, and
okay.
drywall, and
Yeah.
everything you would imagine would go bad.
So almost like a high school like custodian type deal.
Yeah, except there's more drywall in a college campus than there is high school.
Sure.
Like they
destroy it a lot
They stick
more
with
too,
concrete
probably.
in the high schools, but
Yeah.
But yeah, they it was one of those things where I did that for like 3 years, and then he was like, I think my AD told me I didn't have to come back till like August 1st, and I think the weekend of July 4th hit, and I was like, I need to go back to work. And I called him and I was like, hey, I know this doesn't bother you at all, but I've got a wife, a 3-year-old or whatever at the time, and a newborn, and I've been stuck with them for 3 days or three months.
Yeah.
He's like, what do you want? I was like, I need to come back to work.
Please.
As you're hiding in the corner.
Please.
Literally.
I'll sharpen pencils.
He's in the
Get me out of
closet
here.
on the phone. Just
When I whispered that, that's what I was doing. I'm in the basement. I'm like, hey, I gotta get the fuck out of here. And he's like,
really
send
reenacting it.
help.
I was like, there's a lot of work I could do. I got recruiting and this and this I could do. And he's like, yeah, okay. I was like, I don't have an office. And he's like, I guess just come to campus. We'll figure that out. Just start walking around buildings till you find an empty room.
That's awesome.
The third empty room was my office.
Nice.
They wouldn't give me the first two.
Could have been worse. Could have had to go to a different building.
No matter what, my original office when I was in maintenance was smaller than any other office on campus. It was the smallest office on campus.
You're
Was it a
given like the
closet?
basement
Yeah.
closet.
Okay, picture underneath the stairs.
Like where Harry Potter slept.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
in there.
You could touch. I swear to God, I could
That's what
touch.
his name tag said on the outside.
Yeah.
Potter.
Hogwarts. I was an intern for Hagrid.
Lives under the stairs. Nice.
But no, like literally, it was this wide. I could touch each side of it, and it was just 8 foot deep.
How do you fit a desk in there?
Yeah, we have a full wood shop on campus, and they made a desk that fit in there.
That's hilarious.
It was one drawer this wide, and then me.
Got enough for 4 pencils.
Literally.
That's hilarious.
Coming locked and loaded with your own woodshop's clutch, though. Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the complete opposite side of campus. So
Well,
You just had to like muscle it across.
like we can't find somebody with a pickup truck at UNOH.
1996 Explorer is what
definitely.
got it there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy. So, real quick. So, your uncle does what at UNOH? Do you want to answer that?
Who what?
It's Jeff. Jeff's my uncle.
Who
Yeah.
what? What's his name?
Jarvis.
That's your uncle?
Yeah.
Jeff Jarvis is your uncle? Why did I agree to come on? I had no idea. No, Jeff is absolutely wonderful.
Whatever.
Like
That's why when you said Dr. Jarvis, I was like,
Oh shit!
what?
I didn't know that.
Somebody in my family got a doctorate. Can you fucking believe it?
No, it wasn't that. I was just, you don't always hear that name, so I knew you had to be related.
Yeah. No, I don't know a Jarvis I'm not related to.
Yeah.
No, Jeff is absolutely like he is the most down to earth. And when I say this in the most respectful manner, he is the most down to earth, like normal person you've ever met, like
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
loaded person you've ever met in your life.
Yeah.
You don't like you meet rich people throughout your life, and you're like, that guy thinks he's better than me. When I walked into Jeff's office the first time in my life, I walked in and I'm nervous. Like when I say nervous, I'm like shaking.
Really?
And nothing really bothers me. Like.
Yeah.
But I say this because he's the owner of this place and he's my boss and this.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, we got 10 minutes to go. He's like, just come out to my balcony. And I was like, you got a balcony in your office? That's cool.
So
Special
He goes out,
privileges.
he fires up a cigarette.
I was going to say it's because he used to smoke. That was wild.
Yeah, I don't know if he's done smoking.
He's done smoking now.
Oh, is it good for him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he pulls out a pack of Salems and goes to town on
Yeah.
one. and-
Salem.
I was like,
a menthol
that wasn't an accident. Like it was like you got to smoke somewhere.
But yeah,
You know?
he was
need a
he was
balcony.
his like normal.
Give
Like
me a balcony.
we walk out
You're building
there
yourself.
and like he lights a
Not allowed to
cigarette
smoke
up.
in the fucking office. Could have smoked somewhere.
But yeah, we walk out there, he lights a cigarette up, and like I'm waiting for them to like grill me on the bowling stuff and like how we're doing and this and this. And he's like, "How are your kids?" And I was like, "Really good." He's like, "How's the wife?" And like he went straight to the family aspect of life. Like,
He's got 4 daughters.
well, Jeff has $4, so he is like I think that's what got him with like the initial. I was like, I got a daughter at home. I got this, and I've missed first steps. I've missed first words. I mean, all these like when I was doing this because I was working 2 jobs and traveling, and I'm gone. And
I can
this,
see
this,
why
and
your
this.
wife would be pissed.
Oh my God, God love her.
I'm right
She
there with
like
you.
if I could give her that plug right now, like an absolute saint. Like, and I'm sure it's with every other
Yeah.
like high school coach and
Yeah.
collegiate coach. Like they don't get to do what they do without them.
Oh, absolutely.
Like they are the unsung heroes. Like
I agree.
I come home from practice, like we practice Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, and she's plating my food for me, and she hands it to me with this. You can tell there's a little animosity there. She's like, "You son of a bitch!" Here you go." Like she hands it to me, and as I'm walking to the table, I was like, "Love you." Oh God, look, I'm breaking them. And I blow her this kiss, and I leave, and I go to the table. But like every day, every meal,
Yeah.
she plates it, and hands it to me as I walk in.
yeah.
But otherwise, if not, I got to do my own shit, and I don't like doing that.
Yeah. Well, lucky you though. My wife's on keto. All she eats is salads. So she's like, I have salad in there. I'm like, I'll
said
do
dinner.
something.
I said
I'll do something. I'll figure this one out.
Yeah, I love a salad once a week, maybe.
Yeah. She does it every day. every day.
But at least your girls
Every day
really
is
like it
excessive.
now because of that, though, too.
Yeah, that's all like my kids eat is too. Yeah, that's all they eat every day.
Well, the problem, like with kids, it's like, do you go through like $87 worth of fruit a week?
Oh God, yeah.
Like, well, it's Wednesday. I'm
You
like,
name
well,
it.
We've went through like 17 bananas, and it's Wednesday.
Bananas, grapes, and oranges.
Oh, we're on blueberries now, and
Raspberries.
Raspberries. They're $6
Yeah.
a tray. This big.
My kids won't touch any type of berry.
Throw them in the freezer, man. Start throwing them on cereal. Start throwing them in.
We started the TikTok.
make
We started the
smoothies.
TikTok thing where so like after you wash your grapes, you cover them in a strawberry Jello packet. You just sprinkle that on them, put them in the freezer for like an hour and a half. It's a pretty good treat.
So
I like frozen grapes.
ton of sugar.
Like put them in. Like I literally will come home,
Get the
wash
sugar-free.
grapes, and put them in the freezer, and then I'll just pull them out
Yeah.
and eat them.
It's like, damn,
frozen.
like your kid's gonna be bouncing off the wall.
No, yeah, we do the sugar free. You get
Nice.
the sugar free strawberry Jello, and you just sprinkle that right on top of the grapes. Dude,
So,
it's
speaking
like Pop Rocks on grapes.
The TikTok thing. Speaking of that, if you need the midnight late snack,
Yeah.
take a Go-Gurt or a yogurt and just drip it on a paper plate,
Okay.
and then throw it in the freezer. They're like chocolate chips.
Oh,
yogurt.
nice.
And the
like
kids
a
love
frozen
them.
yogurt. Like,
Yeah, but
That's
it's like
a good
chocolate
idea.
chips.
yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so we got a paper plate of yogurt drips in there.
That's a solid
My husband would
idea.
be so annoyed if he
Never-
saw that when he opened the freezer.
Oh yeah, I opened it up. I was like, what is this? And
Yeah,
she's like,
that's exactly
it's yogurt.
what
And I was
happened.
like, why is it splattered on the plate like art? She's like, well, it's frozen. The kids will eat it tonight. And I
What's
was like,
that supposed to be?
Okay.
Elephant.
I wasn't sure what. I thought it was something Blake did, and she just threw it in there.
Yeah.
Nope, it's
Yeah.
a real thing.
Kids are a treat, though, aren't they?
Yeah, that's why every time I have one, I just move. Not even sure how many we're up to at this point.
I mean, at this point in time,
Just like your wives.
anybody.
So Candy and I were both in a meeting earlier today, and somebody said something like, "Yeah, I bet your wife was really happy about that, Colin." And we just looked at each other and we're like, "Yeah, I'm sure she's unhappy about all sorts of shit." Especially since I don't know her fucking name. But she's thrilled about all sorts. That's what Candy keeps mentioning.
Now that everyone joke that Colin's married, he just doesn't know it.
That's funny.
Time to move again.
I'm sure she does.
I think Canada's nice this time of year.
What did I say earlier? That
Can't
you
come back, though.
You're paying. You said you're paying for. I'm like, yeah, one from Philippines or.
Yeah. Mail order. Yep, she's on the way.
She's on the way.
Yeah, supply chain issues though. She's a little late.
She sit on the ship out in the ocean, like all the product.
Yeah, she's stuck in the Suez Canal.
Didn't the Philippines just drain their canal? I thought I just heard that recently.
Suez is Egypt.
I
Philippines
told
is
you
a
how
bunch
good.
of
I
islands.
told you how good I was at this shit.
Okay. I mean, there's probably a canal in the Philippines somewhere, but it's a shit ton of islands, so I don't really know where that'd be.
I don't know.
Large canal.
It's just called the ocean.
Like,
Around it.
They drained the ocean yesterday. Everybody, you heard it here first.
You talking about Panama?
We found a lot of shit. No, it wasn't Panama. I don't know. I saw something on the news.
Panama's also not anywhere near
I can
there.
name exactly 3 canals, like Suez, Panama, and Erie. That's what I got. Like,
I'm pretty sure it
it's
was
not one of those.
I'm pretty sure it was the Suez is what the one I saw.
Suez with an S. The British built it in Egypt in the
Yeah,
40.
Google
no,
that for me.
40s. The British built it in Egypt.
Canal was
but, like,
drained.
I don't know when they built it. I guess 18. I don't know. I'd like to know when the Suez Canal was built. I'm going to say between 1880 and 1920, but I don't really know any better than that.
Every 10 to 15 years.
Yeah, who's? I don't know.
I mean, the Canal Saint Martin is in Paris.
So you know 4 canals.
Oh,
Okay.
there was. Yeah, it was in Paris, and yeah, it was that one.
I've seen
It
that
was in
one.
2016.
Oh no,
This
it was
article
not that one.
was
I saw that one last year.
2022.
I spit in it.
I spit it.
There's some bridge where it's like you're supposed to spit it for good luck. You know,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They're like, don't put locks on this anymore. Just spit over it.
Spit in it.
Yeah, it was a lot more French. I think the lock thing was not a native
Shoot
thing.
a lot of pornos
The,
there.
the spitting thing, that was pretty French, I think. I think that was pretty legit.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was one. I don't know which one it was though. But, they said they found a lot of interesting things there though.
I fucking bet. Bodies.
No, it wasn't. They said it wasn't what you would think.
I feel like if they drain the Anglaise. What would
it always goes so low that you
what
can't.
would they find?
This was just recent though, Candy. I don't know if you can search for it or not, but they said there was a canal that was drained, and they found like a lot of interesting things, but not what you think. That was
Probably
what
some historical.
That's what the
stuff.
headline said. And it was a famous city though too.
Venice,
No, I don't think it was that.
all canals, Grand Canal, 4 canals, 5
5
canals.
canals. You're moving up. We're gonna be at 10 by the end of this.
I don't know. But dude, Tyler, that's
Amsterdam's
super
got
interesting though,
Amsterdam.
man, about like how you got in there and so what. So
That's cool.
So what's it like now? Now that you're in the comfortable seat, right?
Yeah. So now it's
Or is it
What
like
year was the
NFL
Suez
coaching
Canal?
where you're always in a hot seat?
no. I mean, yeah. You feel you're always in the hot seat.
SUEZ.
Sure.
And so like even with like my bowlers, when we have which we have bad weekends, like we were as good as like 8th or 9th in the nation this year one time. And then you have a bad tournament, you're like, hey guys,
69.
they will fire me. Could you not suck?
Did you not fuck this up for me?
Yeah, could you not? Literally. But no, like I feel like I'm very comfortable in my position. My AD in the university is very supportive of me being in that position. But it is.
Where are you guys ranked at now?
Oh, we dropped to.
Are you mid season right now?
No, actually, we have postseason the 9th, 10th, 11th.
Okay.
Of March, and so we are heading into we got placed in the Dayton sectional. So they take the top 80 men's teams in the nation, and they split them up 2020, and it's normally Chicago, New Jersey, Dallas, Tennessee, but they moved New Jersey to Dayton,
Nice.
which just never happens for us.
Yeah.
Right,
So we
right.
spent the first 4 years of me coaching in Jersey and the last 4 years in Chicago. And so this year is the first year we actually drew Dayton.
Yeah.
And we're the 5 seed going in of that.
What's it like coaching like co-eds?
It's I don't want to say it's strange, but it's normal to me because like I never really had to deal with the team aspect of things at the high school or junior high level. So it was worse when I first started. Like I was 24, 25 years old.
Sure.
Crazy.
And these kids are 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 years old. And so I came in, it was like this dictatorship mentality where it was like iron fist.
Yeah, you make them run.
Oh, yeah.
Do you really?
Oh, yeah.
For bowling, you have to run.
Wait, at UNOH bowling you do.
Really?
You want to be a fucking winner?
You just like run the lanes? Or what?
Yeah,
Aren't they slick?
yeah, you slip and fall. I laugh.
That's what the
All right,
athletic
guys,
trainer's
go out there.
for.
You guys got 20 lanes tonight.
we got an athletic trainer.
Yeah,
That's what they're for.
That's what they're for.
but no, like we have what we call the Racers Speedway. It's actually where Big B's coffee is there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so behind that plaza, it goes all the way into that plaza where Kmart, I think it was Kmart used to be.
Used to be, yeah.
And you'd run down there, touch the wall, come back. And that's so we do that for.
You go into the building?
No, we are outside.
Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah. And so the season's long. It's like we start in August and we don't end until March.
Dude, I did
That is a really long season.
I did a bowling league once. Worst thing I ever did.
Same thing. It's too long.
Like 26 weeks.
Yeah, no, trust me. Like my favorite year
not
of
a year.
college bowling,
No, that's half a year, right? Yeah, half a year.
math.
Thanks.
No, my favorite year.
Don't make fun of me, Colin.
I didn't say anything. It's not the math. I'm bad at math. It's that you did a whole little thing on your own. You're like 26 weeks. Is that 50? Oh no, that's half a year.
You had a conversation with yourself.
Yeah, that was what I was giggling at. Go ahead.
But no, it's one of those things where it's like you have to picture it like this. Like I have like for example, the next fall, August or whatever, I'll have 45 or 50 guys come try out for my men's team.
Wow.
I'm allowed to roster 25.
So they come try out. You don't like recruit out of high school.
So I recruit a lot, a lot.
It's a lot of kids.
But like, if I'll have maybe 3, 4, 5
adults, whatever you
of
call
my.
it.
These are possible varsity guys, and then I'll have 4 or 5. These are for sure JV guys that could travel right now.
Okay.
And then I have 35. Yeah, I'll have 30.
I didn't know that college had a JV team.
I didn't
Oh
either.
yeah, we travel. No, as your uncle would say, asses in classes. That's what makes. I mean, it's a small business. The way you have to look at it like that from my standpoint. I have to look at it as a small business. We have to make money for the university.
Sure.
But yeah, we'll have 45 or 50 guys try out. But the uncomfortable part of that is when you're recruiting them. It's like, listen, you're not here or here. You're here, and I feel like I can get you to here if you're willing to do this, this, and this. But then there's a chance that they live in Colorado, they come to Lima, Ohio, and then I cut them.
Ooh.
And then I got to deal with mom and dad and everybody. But that's they understand that
part of the game.
Yeah, I know it's very.
You didn't
part of-
lie to anybody.
No, I'm trying. I
didn't
try to be
mislead
as
anybody.
upfront and honest about it as I can in the beginning.
Because can you guys do scholarships?
Oh yeah, we do athletic scholarship.
Yeah, full ride or
No, we can if I need
Yeah.
to.
what do you mean if you need to?
If you're that good, yeah, we can make.
Oh, really?
So like, it's you got to think about it. If I give you a full ride, if I give
big
you a
dick
full
swinging
ride,
usher
There are
walking
less-
in. Like,
yeah, if I give you a full ride though, I can't give him one. And so like, it's a business thing. I got to look at it from a math standpoint and say,
oh, I'm not good at that.
yeah, obviously.
I can take a quarter off the tuition of 4 kids, or I can get 1 kid.
See,
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, but the bonus is like we look at it as like from my standpoint is we're not an expensive college. Like I think a full year with no help at all, no FAFSA, no Pell Grants, no nothing. It's like $17,300 a year.
Okay.
Which, if you're paying for a master's degree right now, I don't know where from, but
From Bluffton.
what does that cost you a year?
My
Yeah.
entire program itself is $25,000.
So that's not counting housing, meals, book, or I'm
Well,
sure.
this is master's, so this is an online program.
Okay.
But I will tell you, I went to Defiance College.
Okay.
It was like almost $30 a year, and I didn't live on campus. I commuted, so I had that advantage. But if you live on campus, you're looking at least another 10 on top of
Yeah,
that.
so we're 17 with everything.
That's insane, though.
And so
You just know the person that owns that college is just jerking off with $1 bills. They got to be.
But yeah, so when I can,
Defiance.
I don't know, whoever.
Okay.
Probably most people who own like the university or whatever. Is it usually families that own
I think he's talking about your uncle right now.
I guess.
No, wait, is your family?
So-
Well, he doesn't own it, does he? Or he started UNOH?
My grandfather
His
did.
grandfather.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did not know that. You never told me that.
No,
I didn't do it.
Oh, that's true.
I didn't do it.
I don't know what your grandfather did.
Not start a whole ass
Well,
college.
he didn't do that.
All right.
Yeah, but no, that's super interesting though. I just didn't know that.
But yeah, that's the
So the Jarvises are the founders of UNOH.
since 1920. I believe.
so-
It
I
was
don't know.
It was a garage with an employee and like 5 students before that. So
Yeah.
technically no, but
Yeah, it was
Still
it
very
was
interesting.
very
I didn't know
very
that.
small. It was
I
like a
didn't know that
one
either.
building operation, and then
Yeah.
and that started in 1920 because we had our 100 years or whatever recently.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah,
then
my grandpa wasn't that old.
yeah, and so like whenever that happened, it turned into, I think it was one time like Northwestern College.
That's
and
still super interesting.
all
Though. That's
this
super cool.
is. But yeah,
Yes, yeah. That's awesome.
Anyway, co-eds.
Yes.
but
Is there
we're getting
is
there
there,
at some point.
is there challenges coaching both the men's and women's team, or
So
is it
like
nobody gives a shit?
I
It's
have
just
a
all-
women's. I
Do
have
you
a
have
wo-
to- so is it? That's what I was just going to ask. Is it separate?
Yeah, so I have a women's team, a women's varsity team, a men's varsity team, and a men's JV team, and hopefully next year we'll have a women's JV team as well.
Yeah. Do you guys travel together though?
Yeah, yeah. So like it's
ouch.
a charter bus, or like when we went to Vegas,
Yeah.
it's a flight, or it's van. If we're not going terribly far, it's a van trip.
They all hook up.
Not that I know of. There is
Hopefully not that the coach is like. I mean they're adults. I mean, who
Right,
yeah,
right.
You're
So
not there to
that's-
chaperone
That's
them.
that's I know. That's what I'm saying though. I mean, like
that's the big kicker. Like, so we have,
But also,
we
hopefully
have
they're not talking to him about it.
relationships. Yeah, we have relationships.
Coach, you'll never guess what happened last night.
So yeah, we have relationships that start actually. My assistant coach for 2 years, and he had graduated. He worked for me for 2 years, and then now he works at Crown. He's from Patrick Henry. His fiance wife, girlfriend, fiance wife now. They live in St. Mary's. She's from Bremen. They met at UNOH. They were both bowlers, and life happened, and they were
Yeah.
dating. So yeah, that happens a lot. Now the awkward part is when they break up.
Oh yeah.
Oh god,
Oh yeah.
it's
You got to deal with that. I would not have a lot of patience for that kind of shit.
Oh,
because
my
it's
gosh,
it's one of the things like now you have to spend
You ever had any pregnancies
one
come up like during season?
and it was actually before season.
It's got to be
Got
hard.
a little bowling ball
She's
in the
like,
belly.
hey, by the way, this happened, and I'm like, oh. And I've seen other colleges that have like it.
You're off the team. Get the fuck off.
No, like
I'm carrying another 8-pound ball.
so like you have to be considerate of the situation. Like they're going to try to finish school and
Yeah.
do this, and this, and so I've seen other like women's teams that have that. Honestly, it's very rare.
Oh really?
Like it doesn't happen as
Good.
often.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
But at the same time, though, I mean,
No, I had it once, and a girl was a senior, and she was just like, "I can bowl till this date," and I was like, "Yeah, that's fine."
Yeah.
Whatever you need.
Now you had an experience so in college with softball, right?
You have
To
kid?
where if
don't.
a player got pregnant, they got kicked off the team.
Like, so that was always like the
Wow.
running thing is
Yeah.
that so I played softball in college at Defiance, and like they were very like everything. If you didn't play softball anymore, you were like shunned. Like, and so
They're strict.
Wow.
well, I don't even know
Holy
if it was
shit.
even that.
I
think
go
it was-
back to what I said about the owner of Defiance College.
I don't know how Defiance College works as this.
Yeah.
How the process of the ownership of that is, but no, honestly, and I was more of like the coach because our coach was very strict. I learned a lot of really good discipline from her, but I will say, she didn't let you get away with nothing.
Yeah.
And,
That is a softball mentality, I think.
and so
Well, that
like, there was a lot of
lesbianism.
No, I
Softball's not pitching softballs. It's
had
for
to-
real.
We changed softball coaches at the end of last year, beginning of this year, and our previous softball coach, she I was intimidated, how she handled herself in a coaches meeting and this and this, and she was
Oh yeah,
right there. And I'm
most of them are.
you got it.
I mean, I'm not trying to be very stereotypical here, but they're either like butch lesbians or really good ball players.
Both of my my head coach and my assistant coach were both. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think
That's what
ours
it is.
was. I don't think ours was.
And
we had tons at Tiffin. Tons,
we
all of
also
them.
had the whole like players like dating each other too. So we had,
Oh, ouch!
so we had some awkward moments.
I'm not playing right field. Fuck the fuck the center fielder.
Already did.
Already did. Dibs. Catcher's just like fuck you all.
Yeah, it happens. Like the
Yeah.
team during like the team process, that does happen. Like there is that they meet, like especially if the freshmen coming in, junior,
Yeah.
sophomore, seniors, whatever it may be. It happens.
They're all
And
adults
as
in
a
college.
Exactly.
You gotta
Like,
just. I would imagine it's just, hey, you show up. It's game face time, and whatever you got, whatever your personal relationships outside of this is your business.
Yeah.
You come here, you're my bowler.
Yeah,
you know?
and that's the way you.
Is that the way you do it?
You have to portray it that way. You have to look at it like, hey guys, I'm paying you to be here. This is like a job. You got to do this, and this.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, that is definitely the way to approach it. But it's different. It's difficult.
It's not as easy as just saying that. I'm sure.
No, not at all. It gets
Well-
it gets a little hairy sometimes.
You're
So-
dealing with, for the most part, too. You're dealing with 18, 19-year-olds. I mean, it's still a young mentality. Yeah, we can
Especially the ones
call,
still
we can call
adjusting
them.
to a new lifestyle.
Yeah.
No,
by
there's certainly-
themselves.
And no, that's a valid point. Like that's the first thing. Like we have the first initial team meeting. It's like we go over all the rules and regulations, and
You
like,
do it like Deion Sanders did when he was a
I
Colorado.
wish.
They were in high school like 3 months ago.
Yeah,
It's
I
not.
wish.
they're-
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Play my theme music. Like, I'd love to walk in like that one time.
We actually, I think we dabbled in that news article about Deion Sanders when he took over at Colorado as a head coach.
Is this the guy that you're telling me like is tons of people want
He
to play
says-
for him?
when you-
Recruiting is
Hold
gonna
on,
be
you
a-
said Deion Sanders. And he says this guy.
Things I'm good at:
he's not-
books,
he's not a sports
geography.
guy.
Oh, the prime time.
I'm not good at geography or math, but
I know at
sports.
least 5 canals.
I know it's 5 canals.
I can point at them on
I know,
a map too.
I know at least 5 cornerbacks.
I don't.
But that is one thing. Like the first team.
That's why we're
meeting,
here together.
You kind of go through that
Eye-openers.
process, and you
Yeah.
kind of explain to them, hey, there's this, and this, and these are the rules. These especially if they're in athletic dorm rooms. It's like these are my dorms. I have to bring recruits to them. I don't want to walk in there and them smell like weed. Like and you
Is that a big deal?
yes and no. So like my picture to them, and like I hope this doesn't come off wrong to the camera, but it's like I understand you're 18, 19, 20-year-old kids, and so you're going to do what you're going to do. You're adults, and what if you make it through college, if you go home, it is what it is, and your parents will have to deal with that, or you will have to
You're
live
not
with
their
that.
camp counselor.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
You will have to live with that.
I'm your bowling coach, not your camp counselor.
Exactly.
Yeah?
And so when I walk into a dorm and I do dorm inspections and I try to do my part, it's not uncommon for me to walk in. I tell them no alcohol in the dorm. And if I find your weed, it's going with me, not to my house, but it's going to a dumpster nearby. But it's like I've thrown bottles of liquor away. I've thrown cans of beer away. And if I walk into your room and there's a Walmart trash bag around your smoke detector, I have a real good feeling what you're doing. Like, I know what you're doing.
You're going to get the fucking building burned down. Like,
go to your car. Like there's other places. There's woods.
Go
There's,
outside.
Leave.
Yeah.
Leave this dorm.
Do you have issues with that at all?
With any other, I'm assuming I'm not the only college coach that would say this. Yes, there are kids in college that dabble in marijuana.
Sure.
Yes. So yes.
I think I'm going to be safe here on this one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with any other college kid, you deal with that.
Yeah.
And so, but it's also like the alcohol thing, and like, I don't know if we're still considered a dry campus. We were a dry campus for, we may still be, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We have this place called Racer Station now where they just started serving beer and stuff there. Mm-hmm. So it's, what is it? It was the old like Burgundy's restaurant, I think.
Oh, yeah. Used to be Jay's too.
Was that what it was?
Jay's Italian something.
Could be.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
it was Burgundy's.
It was Burgundy's.
It was owned by Jay.
That's right across from the event center, isn't it?
Yeah, like kind of catty corner.
I've been there.
Yeah. So they just started serving beer in that place, and so that was like the big question: like, are we
Parker
still?
used to be a waiter there.
Are we still a dry campus now? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, surprise. But yeah, like, are we still a dry campus? So I honestly don't know the answer to that question. But
I will say a defiance, and this was our coach's rule versus not every team had this rule. We were in season. We were a dry season. She was very strict about that.
Absolutely.
But the overall campus, if you were an athlete, you had a 48-hour rule. So that was 24 hours. You could have alcohol 24 hours before a practice, but before a game, it was 48 hours. So that was. Colin's like, I couldn't have been at college athlete.
I was friends with a kid on the golf team and the fencing team. I know they didn't never say if there were rules or not, but they certainly didn't act like it.
Yeah, but I will like
the volleyball girls. I think were just completely off the rails, and I like them fine. But like, I don't think they had rules. And if they did, nobody was fucking paying attention.
Yeah. So, and again, not every coach was a
but
strict
softball at Defiance College is hard.
You guys weren't here when John Himmelgarn was on the show. But when John was on the show, so me and John went to Tiffin University my freshman year. John is from St. Henry. He was a running back, played at Tiffin University. And I'll never forget my first week that school started. We all went to this party. I wasn't even drinking. I show up to the party. I just got done like eating like a chili cheese dog somewhere.
oh dear God,
I know. Show up to the
He
party.
really remembers that.
Oh, I do.
I guess I know where this is going.
This is a very vivid memory of this. So I show up to the party. They walk in. There's hundreds of people here. Cops show up. SWAT team surrounds the house.
Oh my gosh.
They pulled floodlights out of parked them into the windows and stuff to like see what they could see in there. And I'm just chilling or whatever. And they're like, if you're underage, start walking outside right now. And I was like, hey, I'll just go out there. I haven't been drinking at all. And it was the softball team who was hosting the party. And she's like, don't go out there. Don't go out there. Like if you've been drinking, don't go out there. I was like, I haven't been drinking. Just let me go. I was like, I don't want to stay here any longer. This does not seem fun. So I walk outside and there's a female cop and she goes, breathe on me. I was like, all right. So I just blew in her face or whatever. And she's
we have dinner first.
she goes, she should say, you blow me first. She goes, she's like, you been drinking? I was like, no, I just ate a chili cheese dog. She's like, I can tell. She's like, go on, get out of here. Next morning I wake up, it was in our school newspaper. There was 83 underages issued. 24 of them were all to the football team.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, our football team was bad.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
It's so coach.
Our football team's never been in trouble.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah, well, that's different.
I went to Ohio State. We never been in trouble.
Yeah.
No, nothing. Tattoos.
Never got a tattoo.
Technically, if the rules were like they are now, Ohio State should have never been in trouble.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. We've never been in trouble.
No, it's so coaches oriented. Like you make your that is the good thing about UNOH is like they.
What did you guys think about that first beer? Sorry, go ahead though.
The first beer felt great actually. I liked it.
Yeah,
me too.
But no, they hand you the keys of the program and they go, okay, it's your deal. You handle everything, and if I hear about it, I'll let you know. Mm-hmm. And when they say that, I'll let you know.
Right.
You had better already have handled it before.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
Right.
And so
they trust you to take care of it.
No, that's our job. And so every rule and regulation is very coach oriented. And so you have to take into consideration kids come from all walks of life. I remember my freshman year of college, I went in and I had 4 other roommates. And the one kid, his mom was a botanist, and he literally brought a Tupperware the size of Mount Rushmore, just full of pot.
Oh wow!
And I left.
Mom's
to-
just throwing it in the garage. Yeah.
No, I went in, I left and went to a bowling meeting, come back, and I was like, the whole room, there was like 20 apples across the floor. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
Turned them into bongs.
Literally apple
Yeah.
bongs.
Oh, really?
There was an orchard. I thought it was a fucking orchard that fell like through our window or something. But no, like they were just smoking weed.
Like, I got these on sale at Kroger.
Yeah, literally. I was like, why are there apples all over the floor? And I picked one up, and I was like, it smells like weed.
So you guys, your kids go through a ton of fruit right now, then give it another like 10, 15 years, they'll go through a ton more.
But
There'll
no,
be a
like,
dip, and then
yeah, it's so coaches oriented. Like you make your rules and regulations, and you're unfortunately like there's been times like my first year of coaching, I had a senior who was my absolute stud, and I won't say his name or anything, but like.
Sure.
The weekend before this weekend now we had our last event, and he was just a bag of shit. Like, and I don't mean that performance wise. He was a piece of shit to the rest of his team and his coaching staff, and this, and this.
Just like didn't care.
And
what?
and he was his best friend, who was like our 8-9 guy. I traveled him varsity because he was a morale guy. He was a Rudy,
Sure.
Like, and so I travel him.
He was 5'2".
Yeah, and he bowled really, really, really well. He was AJ. He was probably 5'2", probably still is 5'2". But no, he bowled really well that weekend. It was conference championship, and we made it to match play. We made it through match play, undefeated, went to the finals. And the whole time, this person I was talking about is throwing an absolute shit fit about it. Mm-hmm. And this is his best friend that I'd brought up to varsity to do this and bowled well. I mean, when I say best friend, he went to high school with this kid, grew up with this kid from Rochester, New York. And I had to like go back to Lima, Ohio after this is all said and done and be like, I got to make an example of this kid. And so I'm like, hey, you're not going to sectionals. It's your senior year. I'm sorry about your luck.
Damn.
And so like his parents are calling the AD, and I'm like, I'm getting fired. First year, here we go. I'm out. And they were like, nope, you do what you got to do. It is what it is. And we went to sectionals. We weren't as good because the kid was talented. But it was kind of rules and regulations kind of thing that I had to.
Mm-hmm.
So you said earlier you're trying to make it a business, run it like a business. You know, there's a certain point in which it doesn't matter how talented you are at one thing. If you can't work with others, you know, you're not worth it.
Yeah, that's the hardest
and
part.
I had that in college too.
Yeah,
with some of our players.
it's
That's not sport. That's
then it's your
business.
fault.
Yeah, but it
You
goes
brought it
back
upon
to
yourself
the
sometimes, too.
back to the cancer in the locker room type deal.
That's the worst part about it.
Yeah.
Because like bowling is so mental versus physical. Like
And it happens everywhere. It's not just
every
bowling.
team deals with it at some point.
Yeah. You're gonna have a player who's they don't want to follow the rules.
Yeah.
They want and this is their team. And they're mine. This is their team.
Well, the biggest thing I look at it, like the way I see it is like when it gets to college bowling.
No I in team, kids, so fuck off.
when you get to college bowling, though, you have to like. I look at that first initial meeting, and we go through these things. It's like
complete as a team.
But we go through this thing. It's like, all right, how many of you guys were the best bowler in your high school team? And like every one
Because
of
we
them
came to play college.
Yeah, guess what?
Right.
There's 37 other ones in the room.
Yeah.
Yep.
And just so you know, you might not be the best one here.
Yeah.
Like, and so that's
36 of you won't be.
Yeah, that's literally like
Yeah.
I've coached. This will be at the end of my 7th season.
That's kind of harder though for bowling because
You're the 37th guy just trying not to be a dick. I don't know.
Yeah, that's got to be hard though for bowling because it's like, any given day you can have a great day.
And that's the first question I get when it comes to like recruiting and the parents. That's the first email conversation, text message, call I get. It's like, hey, my son, what does he need to average to bowl there? Well, and I relate it back to a kid named Gage Stelling. He bowled for Apopka, Florida, which is somewhere near Orlando. Is the best I can tell you. They won 4 state titles and a national championship, and he probably averaged 230 plus. For 4 years of high school bowling.
Okay.
Which sounds great on paper. He couldn't average 215 in a league at Westgate on Thursdays. Was he a worse or better bowler from then to then? No, he probably got better. But
also though, it could be the stage.
Yeah, but it's the same thing as like if you take like Astor Lanes has a big league going on right now. Wednesday night league is huge at Wapak. So if you take one of those guys and tell him to go to Spencerville next Wednesday and bowl 3 more games, just like he's going to bowl tonight in Wapak.
It's not going to happen.
Oh, it'll be night and day. It'll be 100 pins different.
Is that a mental thing, or is there some sort of difference?
You got to from the coach's standpoint, the lane type, the lane surface, the pattern. That's what they
Which
pay
is
us.
interesting.
So I suck a dick at bowling.
Do you remember?
I'm lucky to get
Colin,
like
do you remember when we went for value class and we went
100.
to look at the bowling alley and they were talking about how
With
the floors
bumpers.
are all different? Do you remember that?
Oh shit, that is a
Yeah.
kick in the mouth.
It's that was what I was. That was the hard left turn. We went.
Yeah, you did not.
That was-
I didn't catch
So-
that.
That was.
hey,
I was not
you guys-
trying to whip it. I was trying. That
I
was
thought you were
that was
nay-naying
that was a hard left turn, is what that was.
That
You
was
guys want to
so
go
5
ahead
years
and
ago.
go ahead and open up your
Yeah, fuck yeah, I do. I've been
tall
fucking
beer.
dying over here.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and discover what we got here.
This is the worst.
Juicy ass IPA.
From
Flying
the Flying
Monkey.
Monkey. No, that was really good. I would go out of my way to buy that again.
I would buy that again too. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know what you just gave me in this smaller can. That is flying ass or whatever. Flying monkey.
Flying ass.
Have we had something by these guys before?
I don't know.
I believe I have. I've definitely not had this. How about this? How about that?
It's good though.
It is good.
It is good. I like it. All right, you guys already opened up the.
107 Dunlop Street. This is why I think I've had it, because I've seen this on a can before. 107 Dunlop Street, Barrie, Ontario, Canada, Earth, Milky Way, the universe, infinity.
The fact that
Their
you know
address.
the address.
It's on the can. I'm reading.
No, I mean like from previous times. If you
Okay,
go out
well,
of your way to
I saw somebody put the address on the can, like the whole like
Took-
Earth,
took a
Milky
hard
Way, the
left
universe.
turn, huh?
Okay, so what do you taste when you like this smaller can? What are you tasting? I have to ask.
I think we should have probably. I think we shouldn't have let them sit out quite as long. It.
And obviously, the temperature.
coffee.
Oh yeah, coffee was the first taste.
coffee.
I'm gonna look like an idiot if I'm wrong, but I don't think there's added coffee. I think it's just the malty like notes. I mean, that's often
okay.
that's often chocolatey, often malty, often
Could be right there.
Often coffee. You know,
No, I don't disagree with you.
I don't know. I mean, it's that kind of thing, and maybe it does have some added. I'm no fucking expert. We should ask Aaron Holtz. He's the
God,
beer
it almost
expert
did-
that I always
Saw Aaron
reference,
today.
but-
Get like a random seafood taste with it too,
Maybe that's just
It's
going
got
from
a
the
little-
or
IPA.
maybe it's the aluminum
I was-
foil. Oh my-
We're sitting next to the tuna.
It was not sitting next to the tuna. Just fair warning. It was
I hear
by
you though.
my stove.
Honestly, I hear you.
Like there was this random like flavor I got.
There is an odd. There's kind
I
of
was like, was that a lobster?
there's an odd note to it. There's an odd kind of like.
Why am I getting a fish and chips spot here?
He's right. It's
It's a British milk stout.
there's such a thing as an oyster stout, and I like them. I like those a lot, actually. I don't think this is one though.
No, I don't. I
picking
don't.
that up.
It's got an odd note to it. I don't know if it's the change of beers, or if it's something with it, or if
You
we
need,
just
like, a
let it sit
water
out too
palette.
long. I don't know how long they were sitting
No,
out
it's
before
not.
I got
It's
here.
not horrible.
No, they weren't sitting out very long. They were in the fridge all day.
And they shouldn't necessarily be ice cold. You know that the colder beer is, the less you can taste it. That's why the shittiest beer in the world is advertised as ice cold.
Right.
But
That's fair.
What was it? What beer in particular is
He means all domestic.
I was like, is that a shot of
Yeah, we
Coors
dr-
Light or
we
shot?
drink
a shot at all of them.
we drink it ice fucking cold while it's so you can't taste it. The
you can have
but
10
I
of them,
don't know.
it's
No,
fine.
I'm with you. There's something
20.
I don't hate it, but like there is
There's
a bit of a
something there.
there's something.
It's definitely a porter.
We have digressed so much.
Yeah.
Porter stout. It's one of the
Welcome
two.
to the
I
show.
can never tell the two. And frankly, the difference between the two is kind of there's not a hard and fast real rule difference.
Honestly,
Not at
it's
this
very
point.
light for a porter, and personally, I would. I don't know what else.
It is lighter than most porters, I would say.
It's a porter or a stout. There's not.
Gotta be a
at one
porter.
time there was
would
more of a
say a
difference,
porter,
and now
porter,
there's
porter.
really not. I mean,
That's true. That's true.
you'd call the same beer either. Honestly,
Dude, thanks for sharing, though, with us the insight of
very cool.
being a bowling coach.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
I mean, it's
you got to give me some tips. I'm bad.
Oh, it's so hard. Like
You've been bowling forever.
my whole life. I've done it my whole life, and like all through high school
And golfed.
college. Golf. I would much rather be better at golf.
You're a good golfer, though.
I am like on that cusp of being like good and like
When we talk, actually, you know what? I need to start calling you to come to a lot of the outings that we do.
oh, well,
You add
that's
him to
easy.
your team.
Yeah.
I just got cut from the team. Right
you
there.
got cut?
Right
No,
there.
it's not true. It's not
Hey,
true.
you can come hang out with me in the tent.
That's not true.
Excellent. That's
But
more my speed.
you're-
I'm
you're
bad at golf
golfing this
too.
year.
No.
Oh, come on! You got to.
I will gladly.
You're not worse than me.
We can have our own suck team.
Nice.
Team suck.
Team suck. The,
We got a porn team that does the same thing.
No golf.
Their
Were
team
they-
suck also.
I thought they went to college at Morehead State. With
Well, they did.
Okay, when you say that,
They got pregnant.
you said that, and I was like,
it is a college in Cridersville, and the Walmart is just as far away from Cridersville as it is Morehead.
Okay.
Like But no, like the golf thing, like golf was always like something for me to do because my dad played golf, my great uncle played, like everybody in my family played golf, and my cousin was really good at golf.
We'll talk off camera, but I have a lot of friends that I do golf with and stuff like that, and I do out like personal or private outings with.
Fancy.
But I'm not good.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah. We'll talk. We'll talk.
I'm not even playing the same game. Like, it's unfair to say that I'm golfing. Like, I can't.
Oh, dude.
I can't even keep score. We'd be somewhere in the low 200s.
I have a story for you
I
guys.
do know that the lowest score wins. That's
Okay.
all I got.
Lowest score wins.
I have a story
every time.
Yeah,
My dad's good.
That's true. I have a story for you
That's the
guys
best I
here
got.
that you will.
Wait,
I'm
hold
not
on.
proud
If you're
of.
are you a Jarvis? Is that your last name?
Yeah.
So which one is your father?
Mark.
I have played your father in like two man club championships.
He's not bad.
No, he's a good player.
Yeah.
He really is.
We're talking golf or bowling?
Golf.
Okay.
And so when I say that,
good at bowling, too.
when I say that, because he plays with Brady, Mike Brady.
Yeah.
So Jack's dad.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So Anthony Kennard and I beat them in a 2-man match like 4 years ago, and he was so mad. And then
My dad, I doubt it.
No, Brady was mad.
Oh yeah, that's more like it. I mean,
then,
my
like-
dad might have been pissed as a competitor, but he's not the throw a golf club and
It was
walk
like
off
the same thing again this past year. I was playing with Kevin Moss, who, if you know,
I like Kevin. Yeah.
Kevin. Oh,
Me and Kevin
God.
went on vacation together a couple
so
years ago.
good at golf. Like
He's very good. So is his
my
brother.
God. Oh, yeah, Kyle. No, we're not giving him that kind of compliment. I say that.
I don't know personally. I've never golfed with him, but I've heard stories.
No, Kyle's very good. Like,
Yeah.
I would never tell it to his face, and I hope he does not watch this part of the podcast. Like, he pushed pause, walked away, came back.
We will tag Kevin and Kyle in this.
But no, like, I played with Kevin this year in the 2-man, and Jarvis and Brady were on the other side of the bracket, and I was like, this is going to be just like last time I won.
Yep.
Was we caught them in the semifinals, we beat them, we went on to win.
Yeah.
And then I think they ended up losing to somebody else, but I was like, this is going to be reminiscent of the last time.
Interesting. So I got a funny golf story though for you guys that I've never told a lot of. I don't think I've told any of you guys. This is bad. None of my clients are watching, right? Good.
Probably.
Probably.
You only pitch your company at the start of every show.
I know.
Put a big sign on it.
No, hey, this is why we're here, right? This is an authentic show. It's a raw show. I have no problem telling this story. It's not terrible. It's not terrible.
Is it as bad as your drunken Hamilton story?
Worse.
Oh.
So don't do it, Colin.
I have a guess.
Do you have a guess? What is it?
Tell your story.
If you guess it, I'll let you open it.
Is it really beer?
Yeah.
Really? Mm-hmm. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
I thought that was like a brand.
I know. I know.
He was going to start rattling off the address again.
No, go ahead.
So
I was trying to figure out what was wrong, and I'm like, go ahead.
So we did a private golf outing. Okay. I don't want to say like private. It was just
It was
friends.
pretty private. I didn't get invited.
It's friends that we get
get
together.
invited. Did you get
It's friends that we got together, and
Probably
Orion,
mine.
poor he does it every year. And this
Wait,
is
Orion has his own golf outing?
kinda yeah.
He would have his own golf outing.
He puts one together, yeah. So
Orion?
it's like 4 to 6 teams.
It's a cool name.
Well, it could be 8.
Could be,
Just saying.
could be.
I bet Kevin Moss plays in it.
He does not.
Bet Kevin
will
Moss
now.
could play in it.
We could be a team. We could be a team. We got the good and we
could.
got the ugly.
So this year, though,
Okay.
right?
I'll
I
hang
should
out in the wait for
in
y'all
the
to come
tent.
back.
You'll be in the tent again.
I drive the car. I'm the guy that
back.
brings cigars. Like,
you go.
I'm a good
I'll
time.
be on beer run.
So I had some friends of mine who were showing up to this event. I won't say their names. I have said one of their names already previously tonight. So if you can guess it, go ahead. But we were getting ready to golf. I haven't seen 2 of these guys in a very long time, so I was super excited. So I was like, I'm not going to drink, but I'll eat 2 of these gummies and I should be fine.
What were
That
in these
went
gummies?
well, I'm sure.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm pretty sure I talked to myself for 9 holes. and I blacked out the rest of the time. I couldn't even drive home. It was that bad. I'll never do that again. Never, ever do that shit
1.5
again.
max.
I love
come
that you're willing to do that.
Come to find out.
He didn't know.
Let me preface this a little bit first here. The gummies that I had were the ones that you can buy at a store
Oh, I'm out.
in Walpock.
No, if it don't say like Haribo or something or whatever that brand is, I'm
Is
out.
it a store downtown?
Yes.
I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
The gummy bears.
So
that's it.
So I bought these at a store. It's called like starts with a I don't know, something 9, Delta 9, Delta 10 gummies, which it's derived from the root of the plant, right? So I don't know. But anyway, yeah, go ahead and look it up, Candy. So anyway, though, I
get like a
THC. THC is the first stuff.
What I had though was not what I thought.
I think they clearly stated on the
unique
packaging.
and uplifting feeling.
No. What I had milligram wise is not what I thought. Let me rephrase that. So what I had milligram wise, the bottle said 2,500 milligrams are in this bottle. I don't know how many gummies were in the bottle, but I will say this: I took 2, and I'm pretty sure I ate probably 50 to 100 milligrams.
Oh dear Lord.
Yikes.
Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah, I can't say I've got into that.
It was rough.
Like I know people that do that, and good for them.
I did it because I just didn't feel like drinking, and I just wanted to get to like a buzz state, like without drinking.
Yeah, I'll chew the first beer.
But I did. I mean, it's the legal stuff though. It's just the shit you can literally buy here in Ohio, like right in our hometown hero. No, it wasn't that.
Literally.
It wasn't that, but-
Plug in, insert sponsor here.
Right? No, it wasn't that though. But yeah, what I had though, it was insane though. But it was the Delta. It was a mix. So there's Delta 9, there's also Delta 8s, and there's Delta 10s.
I need Delta 0.25.
The ones that I had was a mix of Delta 9 and Delta 10s. So and it's derived from the plant, from the root of that plant. So, but no, it was super strong.
Psychoactive cannabinoid.
It fucked me all up.
Okay.
I had a guy drive me home, and I asked him for ice cream on the way home.
Did he get you ice cream?
I did.
Honestly,
He goes, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I was like, "No, dude, I need ice cream bad."
Say no more. All right, cool story. Listen,
It was insane. Yeah, but I mean,
I was like, I just want to open up my can.
I do really badly, really badly.
all right,
like a little kid
let's
at
open it up.
Christmas.
Let's open it up.
I waited.
He's like, I waited.
I waited a long time. Moeller Brew Barn.
It is a molar,
It is. I wouldn't have guessed that.
right? Roasted hazelnut, milk porter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Still picking that up.
I mean it's all right. I don't dislike it. I've had it before. Then
So if
if
you had the option, would you go to Moeller or would you go to Tailspin?
Tailspin, 100%. Are you fucking
Okay,
kidding?
me too.
Fucking love Tailspin.
I thought I was the crazy guy out here.
I love Tailspin.
so like
I don't mind. I mean, if
I like Moeller.
I like Moeller too. Yeah.
Yeah,
like
me too.
Mueller. Like this fine. But like they're good and Tailspin's great. Jack is doing God's work over there.
Like I really enjoyed the what is it, the Quince Irish Red.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's so good.
All their
That
beer
is
is
good.
awesome.
Like that's like my favorite. Like you've had Killian's before, and
Yep,
you've had the other
yep.
Irish Reds. Like
Yep.
that one like stands out.
It does good stuff.
It was their IPA that I had earlier this year, and I was like, you know what? I might like IPAs now.
Yeah.
But I love their beer. Their
I
beer
tell
is
you what,
all great.
I like this IPA.
I liked it too. Yeah, they're both good.
I will drink juicy ass.
There's something just a little.
You know what's funny about the Tailspin thing? So, do you know who lives like if you like leave out of that parking lot, head down the road north for like this far and turn right? You know who lives down that road?
Everybody in cold
Joe?
water.
Joe Keckler.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know if you knew that.
Well, I didn't know that, but I knew he lived around there.
Oh, it's down the street.
Oh, that's interesting.
So if you can imagine how that goes.
Fucking love Tailspin.
Didn't his wife used to work there or something?
That's a great question. I would have to be way better.
Or they have a lot of friends there, I think.
Well, it's Coldwater. They're all friends.
They're all
They all have
family.
nicknames too.
That's fair.
Wow. There's
They're
only
big
like
on nicknames
4
there.
last names in the
Yep.
whole city.
It's
So
a
they have
town.
to have
It's a
nicknames.
village. It's not even a city. It's a village.
Village.
It's an incest
It's like
village.
Jackson Center.
It's incest village.
Yeah, pretty much. Listen, that's like the town I
4
grew up
last
in,
names.
So
Yeah.
You grew up in
Stop.
Coldwater?
No, but I grew up in another small town about the same size as Coldwater.
She grew up in Paulding.
Oh, that's way up there.
Yeah.
It's like an
It's not
hour.
even that way.
Yeah.
It is that way.
I was
You're
waiting for her to
right.
say like I grew up in Fort Recovery.
No, but I grew up in the same side of the town.
Yeah, all she had there, all she had at her hometown was cows and dust.
It was a lot of that. You're right. There
Whereas
was
we
some corn.
have a podcast.
There was a Dollar General and an Alco. If you
Everybody
remember Alco.
had. First off, we had an Alco.
Yeah.
Second off,
We did.
everybody has a Dollar General. The
Now
people
they
you don't.
have, they have
Who
$2
fucking
General
doesn't
now.
have a Dollar
Fucking
General?
Botkins has $1.
Yeah.
Jackson Center has a Dollar General.
Fucking Fort Shawnee has a Dollar General.
They have two of them also. No, Paulding just got their $2 Dollar. Like they had $1
Second
General.
Dollar
for
General.
Second. Okay.
Waynesfield has a Dollar
They're
General.
moving up.
Is it
like,
$2
they have
General?
one on each side of town. Like literally, maybe 2 miles from each other.
Yeah.
On each side
What
of
do you
town.
think the marketing scheme is with that?
They think they're Indians and they can build.
They're like, all right,
casinos
let's
anywhere.
find a semi-big city, and then the 17 small towns around it, put one in each one.
two,
Two if need be.
one on each side of town.
It's true.
So that way we can relate.
Flanking maneuver. We pen them in.
They're not even real. Like they're not even like the same franchise. Like the same owners.
Yeah.
Completely different people.
Oh, yeah.
That own these two separate.
Yeah, you know,
literally
in
2
most
miles from each
cities
other.
they say, oh, you need this much foot traffic, or you need to be this far away from another one. Not Dollar General.
Yeah, that's in the big
Starbucks
cities,
is starting
man.
to follow that
Not
rule.
in fucking.
I feel like they just spin a globe and tell people to point their finger.
Probably.
And all it is the state of Ohio. It's not a real globe. This one. Well, there's already one there.
That's
Fuck
what
it.
Starbucks is doing in the big cities.
Really?
They want to be on like every street corner or whatever.
I'm not good at Starbucks.
I mean, I'd be okay with that if it was Chick-fil-A or something.
We don't even get one of those. So.
Then nobody will be open on Sunday. What are we supposed to do?
I'm okay with that. I could live with it for 6 other days of the week.
I'm
True.
not
I
not
think
good with Starbucks.
Lima's
though.
getting
I'm just
a,
not good at it.
No, it's
Cane's.
horrible.
Yeah.
I think Lima's getting
Limas,
a
but
Cane's.
rumor has it.
Yeah,
Rumor
and I'm not
has
gonna
it.
lie, I was really upset because I'd much rather have Chick-fil-A
No,
than Cane's.
see, I'm that way too. It's like it's chicken tenders.
I think it's all
I
chicken.
don't like Cane's to be
Like,
honest.
no, the sauce is good. The toast
I
is
like
good.
Cane's. I like
No, I like it, but it's like
I like their
I think
toast.
Chick-fil-A's overhyped. I'm like,
no. I
agree with you.
But would you take?
I agree with you there.
No, but would
You
you,
like
take
Cane's?
over Chick-fil-A?
yeah.
He's like, fuck
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, 'cause you could choose a
You know how many times?
sandwich,
You know how
you
many
could-
times he ate drunk at Cane's? Fuck yeah.
I mean, what do you?
OH.
Hold on. You're a student there, and you're like, I'm going to Cane's, and you're missing out on all that like dirt food
We didn't have
going
a
down 4th
Chick-fil-A.
Street.
We didn't have a Chick-fil-A.
Like, what was that place on PJ's? Like, you're just hammer.
PJ's is
passing out.
awesome. PJ's
Oh,
is
shit.
so-
Sorry,
PJ's is
PJ's.
wild.
Cane's is waiting on me.
No, I mean, it was PJ's.
PJ's is good as shit.
No, I went there once, and I barely remember it, and was like,
Oh, it's an experience.
Why is there cheese sticks?
Buckeye Donut, 24 open 24/7, 365. If you need,
Candy, do you know what PJ's is?
I have no.
Look
They-
him up. Look up
I
the
don't
menu.
Okay.
really know.
so
a
they
lot
serve,
about
Fat
a lot
bitches.
of. Yeah, well, it's true. It's the name of a sandwich they have. They serve. They've got like the I think they claim to have like the largest beer selection on campus. Also, they have like the fat sandwiches. They're like fat. One of the most famous is the fat bitch, but there's
Fat
about
Farmer.
30. Yeah, there's about 30 that are fat.
It's like
something.
one of those ones you get
click on
like
the menu there.
you get
Look
like
at the
cheese
fat- the
sticks
fat
on the
sandwiches.
sandwich.
Yeah.
There's French fries.
Special
on
fat
the,
sandwiches right to the left.
Yeah, nobody gets anything else there.
Go- scroll
I don't know what all this shit is, but nobody
I see a
cares.
healthy sandwich in there.
Yeah,
Fat beaner.
Fat Wang, Fat Barnyard, Skinny Hippie. I remember that. I bet nobody ever got that.
So-
Fat Greek.
Help Candy, read out what is on a fat bitch. Scroll down a little bit. It'll come up.
The Fat Bastard was my order actually, but the Fat Bitch is definitely the most. That is the iconic. That's like if you're going there once, it's what you get.
Oh yeah.
You need it like.
Yeah, a lot of fat
I had one
sandwiches.
with-
There's
I-
mine, the Fat Bastard.
I had one with fish sticks on it
chicken
once.
tenders, mac and cheese,
Ew.
bacon bits, fries, red hot ketchup and mayo. Like all of that was on a sandwich.
Yeah.
It's on a sub.
Find the
It's a
Fat Bitch.
sub.
The Fat Bitch is the.
That's like a heartburn, like waiting to happen.
God, I wish I could remember this
I didn't
place.
get to be this big on accident. Hopefully.
So we were traveling. We were in Vegas like 2 years ago for a bowling tournament, and
Yeah.
like a block from South Point Casinos was this.
Did they change the fat bitch? to the
There's
fat
no
beast?
way. It's 100% there somewhere. I'm in
Did they
disbelief.
get rid of
it's
it?
not. I feel like that'd have been like statewide news. It's there somewhere.
Statewide news.
I believe that I would have heard about it had they. I don't follow him on Twitter. Like I follow Buckeye Donut on Twitter, but
but no, there was
someplace in.
But there was a place in Vegas, and they're like outsourcing to
I think
bigger
they got rid of
cities.
it, bro. I think they
Oh,
changed
it's not on the web. It's so good. It's not on the website.
it. It could be.
But they advertise. It's the same scenario. As like I was like,
Oh, just Google Fat Bitch.
one of my bowler. don't Google that.
PJ's
Don't show
PJ's
images.
fat
One
bitch.
of your bowlers found somewhere.
But
again?
they were like, hey, there's a place that's they sell sandwiches. They got like jalapeno poppers and cheese sticks and this and this on the sandwiches. Like, oh, it's PJ's. And they're like, what's a PJ's? And I was like, okay.
what's this place called? And they're like, well, it's right
Oh,
over
right
here.
there.
Let's just
Fat
go.
bitch special sandwich.
There it is.
Buffalo
Yeah,
chicken
no shit.
tenders, beer French fries, mac and cheese, wedges, mozzarella sticks, and ranch
On the same sandwich.
on the sandwich.
But no,
None of those are a picture of it, though. I don't know what any of that is.
I'd love to plug them in right now in this place I was telling you about, but it was like the most like you picture PJs at 2 a.m, and it's like
I've been there many
an
a
absolute
time.
disaster.
Yeah, no, it is. There's some guy like throwing up outside. You hear the music from fucking Outer Ed right across the street.
So I never went to PJ's. I always had it delivered.
So
Oh,
are you
God.
saying next
That
time
might
I'm
be-
in,
I didn't have that much money.
Lottie fucking die. Yeah, I know.
so you're saying next time I'm in Columbus, like this is
I would have
right.
6 beers before you go.
Oh, it's a drunk food.
Do you eat Waffle
It's
House?
strictly drunk food.
Like willingly.
They also sell it
Unless
to
I'm
beer.
with a kid, usually it's a late night. Like
Well, okay, if you will eat it willingly at a late night, you will eat PJs. At a late
You
night.
eat half of it, and then you make it home, and then you find it in the fridge the next day, and you're like, "Thank God!" You eat the other, and then you eat the other half in the morning.
But you're done. Like it's a 24
Like in the
hour
morning,
cycle. You're
yeah,
done.
like in the
oh,
morning.
I'm not usually
Like,
in
don't
Columbus
make
that
plans
time
to
of
see
night. Like,
friends.
usually
Don't
it's in the
invite
morning.
anybody over.
They have a ton of different like liquors and beers in there, and I don't know anybody who's ever bought beer from there. But like the food is legendary.
No, I know about it. It's like Taco Bell Cantina. You ever been to one of those?
Nah,
I
they sell beer.
have. I was in,
They do, and patrol. Like,
Like
Yes.
to go, like cases of beer.
Yeah.
Like they don't serve
been to one?
beers.
In Chicago.
They will sell like
the first
cases of
time
beer.
we just were walking past it, and I was like, oh my God, it does exist. And I was like,
it's a real thing. They have one. They have one in Cleveland.
I didn't mean they serve glasses
We gotta
of
go
beer.
to this
I mean
Taco
they
Bell.
serve like they'll sell cases.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my wife and I went to a Cavs game, and we did like the bar hopping thing afterwards, and like we were on the way back to the Jack
Corner
Casino.
alley.
Yeah. We stopped at the corner alley,
Love
the little
that
bowling
place.
alley, and so there's a
They got great pictures.
Taco Bell Cantina right beside it. And so on the way back to the
Yeah,
hotel,
yeah.
we swole through, like we go through this Taco Bell, and I was like,
You stay at the arcade?
no, we stay at the Jack Casino.
Okay.
And so right beside it, and I can't think of what it's called.
Sure.
But I was like, why? What
Bless
is?
you.
Why is there Patron bottles on the wall?
Thank you.
And she's like, I think they sell alcohol here. And this is like 2:30 in the morning, and we are 30. And I was like, this is good. It was not good. I mean, it was good, but it was not good for us.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't even know that existed until that whole happened.
Yeah, no, yeah. place
Live
is pretty cool.
Moss. Nice. Way to go, Taco Bell.
Yeah, right there it is, Cleveland.
Oh, there's one in Columbus apparently
See?
on High Street.
It
So
sounds
of
about
course
right.
it's on High
I was
Street.
in, like, sounds about right.
I've never been to it though. I've never been to it.
I think it's farther north than campus.
Candy, let's get into some rapid fire questions here. What do you got for us today?
Is this for all of us?
Yeah, these are for all of us.
Okay.
Probably won't get through them all today, but what do we got?
Okay. So we got some Would You Rathers today.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Changing it
Perfect.
up
Love
a
Would
little
You
bit.
Rathers. Yeah.
Clickety click's gonna wait for a couple weeks.
Sure.
So the first one, when you're done crinkling over there. I'm just kidding. Click. No, you're cheating by looking at it ahead of time.
No, I didn't open it.
Oh.
I was going to open it, and then I was like,
gonna
I'm
wait.
not supposed to open it.
Yeah, you're gonna cheat. Okay. First one. Would you rather team up with Wonder Woman or Captain Marvel?
Oh, Captain Marvel.
Can I get a definition of team up?
Like,
Like, what are we doing?
Tag teaming them?
No, seriously, like, what are we doing? I realize there's an opportunity
gonna go,
for
like,
humor there, but like, my real question is, what are we teaming up against?
But isn't Captain Marvel like very, very strong?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like so.
So is Wonder Woman.
yeah, they
I
both
mean,
are.
yes.
She's Wonder Woman.
But
She also has an invisible plane.
Shows. Captain Marvel can do whatever the fuck she wants.
yeah, that's where I'm
She
at.
didn't have a plane.
I'm with Captain.
She doesn't need a plane.
Visible or
She can
invisible.
fly.
Yeah, where am I going to ride? We're teaming up.
Hopefully you can fly too.
That's my point. That's my
There's
fucking
only
point.
one, either
So
her
what are we doing?
or him.
I didn't get an answer to the
Okay.
question.
Oh, you're a son of a bitch.
Captain Marvel's a girl.
That is a pepper.
He got the jalapeno IPA.
That is a pepper. It's not good. I
You nailed it right away. We were trying to figure. We were like, "There's something kind of spicy in there, something kind of like,"
Yeah.
but like we didn't say pepper.
No, I
You nailed
enjoy
it.
a lot of types of beers, and that is for sure. When you said jalapeno,
Yeah.
pepper. I got initially, and then it got spicier, and I was like, "Yep." IPA, pepper,
Yeah.
horrible, absolutely. Sour beers, pepper beers, not my cup of tea.
I was going to say, you have to try that one.
Like
Is this not the jalapeno?
Like there should be
oh, great.
a small section of Tums connected to this can.
Like, I'm at that age now where it's like, if I go out drinking at night, I will have like 4 or 5 Tums stuck in my pocket somewhere. It's not
He already
good.
knows
That was
what
not
this
what I was expecting. No. I was unprepared for that. Like, what the fuck? Oh, it's your favorite one. You take it
is.
back. I'm sorry.
No, it's good.
Jalapeno IPA.
Let him try it.
It's your favorite.
It's not.
I was
It's all
just
good.
dramatically unprepared for that. Even
try
after
that.
you said it wasn't the
A little sip
IPA.
of that.
Try that. That's from Indian
yeah,
Lake
okay.
Brewing Company. I'm gonna go Captain Marvel on this
Captain
one.
I
Marvel.
guess me too, but like I'd still like to know what it is we're actually doing. They're both
We're
better
going
and
into
worse.
a
at
fight.
certain
You're going to a
things.
battle. I mean,
Why does it taste like butter?
But it's butter beer from Potter. There you go, Potter.
That's horrible.
You don't like that?
No, I feel like I licked it like a rusty bolt.
I actually like that. That's one of my favorite beers.
You were disgusting.
I tried to bring the
There you
meat
go.
back on.
No, if I handed that to my dog, he would lick his ass right now.
Just to get the taste of that beer out of his mouth.
I'm going to drink it again just to try it
Yeah,
again.
go ahead.
I thought it was like a fluke.
No, it's not a fluke. So let's just say we're gonna go fight a.
It's horrible.
Do you like porters?
I like beer. That's not
This is a porter.
that is
This is the Mark Twain, right? Yeah, Mark Twain.
Mark Twain's ass.
Indian Lake Brewing Company. This is one of my favorites. So I do love this beer.
he was very adamant. He had to get multiple of them.
You want?
No.
I'm still on this.
I mean,
Okay.
I feel like you should try. I want your
All right.
reaction on this.
What, the Mark Twain?
Yeah.
It's not my favorite.
It's horrible.
You don't like it either.
Just trying to be nice.
Guys,
I was trying to be nice.
I'm
so
doing great
cordial
over
about
here
it.
with my peach wine. I don't know what your problem is.
I would take the
but
peach wine all day, twice on Sunday.
I tried to bring the
There's
meat
a
back.
little bit left.
Yeah.
I love doing the blind taste though. I really like that.
Yeah,
This is my favorite one of the 4 sitting here.
absolutely.
How about
Hands
that?
down. Hands down.
Same.
And then we don't need to talk about what my second favorite one is.
There isn't one.
There isn't one.
They're all they're not none of them are bad. I can drink both these fine. This is interesting is a kind of one-off way, like a
No, I love jalapenos.
Yeah.
I don't want to drink it.
I'm with you. I don't think I drank all of it. the
Now,
first time
Mark
we had it.
Twain's booty
I've
hole
had
in a
my
can.
Hazelnut. I'll trade
I've
you the
had a
hazelnut for the Mark
jalapeno
Twain.
wine.
I'm okay. You
and it
drink,
is
you drink
no
whatever
bueno.
you want.
No, I'm good. I still got to work.
I don't know what this is, but you can have
So, okay, I'm going Captain Marvel, though.
Me too, I guess.
Captain Marvel, yeah.
I'll say Wonder Woman. Damn it! I want to ride in the invisible plane.
There you go.
Sure, that is.
You're not going to be able to find it anyways.
That's why we're a team.
That's why it's over here,
All
Colin.
right. Number 2.
Well, okay, because we kind of solved that answer. Would you rather lose your sight or your memories?
Oh, my God.
You're like the 2 things I'm least prepared to fight.
Okay, is it
Like,
all
take my hands before-
instantly, like as soon as like
I don't-
10 seconds? That's all I
Listen,
got.
you guys like to like
You
make
just got to
up
make your.
rules.
You just got to make your own rules, Candy.
Do I get
You're
like
in charge.
24
You're in charge.
hours?
Okay, you have.
None of us are obviously none of us are in charge or should be
You
in
are-
charge of anything.
I'm not in charge.
Candy is the game master.
Yeah, God no. Okay. You have like 10 seconds to make a decision. 1,
Memories, I guess. I love to read. It's
5,
my favorite thing. I can't
7,
become blind.
8, 9, 10.
Sight.
I would go sight, I guess.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah, I got too
And
many
I
good
thi-
memories.
I just
Yeah.
keep reading the same book over and over. I'd
And
be
I
thrilled.
think like it's one of those things I can make memories without sight.
Yeah.
Like I think that's what like I think the parent
Yeah.
in me is coming out.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, I think
There you go.
if I couldn't read anymore, I think I'd want to stop being
You
alive.
sound like my wife. Like I've never seen her more
Nerd.
excited in my life. Yesterday when Amazon showed up, and there was 2 books in there.
I got.
I was like,
I got 7 coming on Monday.
You'll double snap.
If I lose my memories, I'll save a ton of money on books. I'll just read the same one over and over.
That's such a valid point.
But if I can't read anymore, I don't think I want to be alive.
That's really unfortunate.
I'll give you that.
I mean, it's true. I mean, it's just,
think I'd
it's
be
just
okay
where
with
I'm at,
losing my
man.
sight.
Yeah. Same. What else we
Hold on,
got?
Trey. What was the last book you read?
Oh, fuck.
I gave him a book.
Yeah, he did. He actually did.
I don't want him to forget about that because I want it back one way or another.
It's right next to my bed.
Unopened.
Bookmark on page 4.
2.
I read a page and I fall asleep.
That was why I gave it to him.
If he actually like goes home to go to bed.
I have been though.
You
I have
have.
been. I've been up here early. Look at that. I'm turning over a new leaf.
Okay, this next one is one that also sounds awful.
Would you rather swim in a pool of Nutella or a pool of maple syrup?
I hear you, but like I don't believe that you could actually really swim in either. Like really
Like,
think
it's not gonna kill
really
me.
think
It's not
about
gonna
that
kill
for a
me.
second.
No.
I feel like
Well, we
syrup
know
would.
death is
I feel like
all-
syrup would fucking kill you.
I think
Yeah,
you
we're
could
not
get
going
back
about that
out,
here,
but
okay?
like I don't think you could like I think you'd just be like not
As,
moving.
as long as it doesn't kill me. I think I'd go Nutella.
Yeah, I'd fuck with Nutella over
Yeah.
syrup. I don't like syrup anyway. So.
no,
I don't like
I don't think you
Nutella,
can
so
swim
give me
in
some
either.
syrup.
I like syrup, but like the kids have got me into the Nutella thing.
Yeah.
Like, but I bet if you like got a running start, you could run like several steps across the pool.
I wonder
like,
if you-
I bet you can't swim.
I wonder if you freeze Nutella in little droplets. You can make,
Little like
you can make little
I'll
Nutella.
ask my wife.
chocolate
She's seen
chips.
that on TikTok yet?
Just go home and try it
Yeah.
and let her question why there's Nutella in the food.
Why is there shit on a plate?
Why did it look like somebody tried to make droplets, but it just looks smeared?
Parenthood's just a series of like what should we put in the freezer?
Yeah, right. All right, what we got?
Would you rather buy 10 things you don't need every time you go shopping, or would you rather forget the one thing when you actually need when you go to the store?
I'd rather forget the one thing. 'Cause
Yeah, that's what I do
buying
anyways.
fucking
I
10
was gonna say I've been living my life like that. I've been living alone for 5 years. At
If I
this
keep
point.
buying 10 things I'd always go to the store. We'd be fucking broke.
Literally, I left the house today after work. Well, as soon as my wife got home, went to the gas station. I went to community market. I went home. My wife went and took my daughter to the library. Went to Walmart. Came home and I said, "Fuck, I gotta go to the Dollar General after this. I gotta get dog food." We've been out of the house for 7 hours, and I forgot the dog food.
Happens all the time, man. I get it.
That's why they
get
have
it.
like
So this, yeah, it would just be
order.
it would just be normal to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's everyday life.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure every time I go to Walmart, I'm like, oh, what's this? I have to check out the clearance aisle. And then I come out, and I'm like, what did I actually come in here for?
Yeah.
Actually, I did that a couple weeks ago. I went into Walmart to pick up my prescription, literally walked out of the store, and I was like, I didn't actually pick up my prescription.
The clearance aisle was too close to the pharmacy.
Yeah, right.
I walked past it, too.
Oh, yeah. I believe it.
Yep, straight up. Right over my head.
All of us. All the time.
Yeah. It took me 4 years to figure out where everything was in the grocery store. I've been like, I was like,
And then they
20
change it on you.
I was like 25. I was like 25 years old. Haven't been living alone for like 3 years, and like calling my mom in the grocery store, like, "Mom, where do they keep the fucking flour? I can't find
Oh,
it."
yeah, I definitely have called my mom because, like, when I'm in community market.
Like she works there. Like shit.
And she has Chief at home. So I'm like, okay, Mom, like, I'm in community market and Chief. They're basically the same thing. Where do I find this? And she's like, well, usually, because she's like an avid Chief shopper. So I'm like, she should know where it's at. There's times Chief and community market are not the same aisle.
Yeah. I believe it.
Okay, would
else
you
you got?
rather be royalty 1,000 years ago or just an average person today?
This is a piece of cake.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah, average person today.
Yeah, average person today.
No question. You different?
Oh, I'd be royalty 1,000 years ago. Absolutely.
That guy still didn't have heat, still didn't have electricity, still didn't have running water. He shits in a hole.
In a hole that falls down 1,000 feet in my castle
So he freezes
the
his
main-
ass off because there's
with my
wind blowing on
ginormous fires that someone chopped the wood up for.
Sure.
100%.
Not
I
a
would be a
chance.
king of a kingdom
Lots of bear.
peasants.
You wear contacts?
No.
You have take any medication or anything?
Nope.
Okay, well.
Now you keep trying. I'm the healthiest, unhealthy person you've ever met in your life. I keep saying that. Like 2 years, I'm like, I'm gonna add eye insurance because I can't see 450 yards away anymore.
Get any fillings?
No.
Fuck.
I had braces once. That
All right, I mean, hey.
Oh, hold on.
It's
I had
good.
an appendectomy in the 4th grade, so I would have made it that far. I'd have been dead.
You'd have made it to the 4th
I'd have
grade.
died.
You would have made it to the 4th grade.
Been a really great few
It'd
years.
been a great 12 years I lived.
If you made it that far, if somebody didn't like kill you first
Yeah.
or die just because
But if I had made it-
you get a paper cut and die.
Yeah, if I had made it past like the age of 16, oh yeah, I'd have taken that royalty option. Like he's like, nope.
You're literally going to get a paper cut and die. Like
Maybe.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Maybe I'd have invaded the village that your parents, grandparents were in.
Probably.
Probably. All right.
No, we already established I am a Viking. I think we were the Vikings.
Yeah.
I think we.
Yes, you were definitely a Viking.
Would you rather wear the same socks for a month or the same underwear for a week?
I hate all these. These are all. I hate all this.
Jesus.
This is all bad.
I would go with socks. I'd rather choose socks.
Yeah, I'd.
For a month? For a fucking month?
Okay, well, here's the
These
deal.
socks have been on my feet for 3 hours, and I'm like, oh.
Here's the deal. Half the time, I don't even wear socks. So
No, you got to wear them if we're doing it.
So
I guess the underwear. I guess the underwear.
No, I would go the underwear.
For a week.
Like, I wouldn't suggest my children do that because they wipe like Ray Charles would. But at the same time, yeah, for a week, I can make that happen.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I'd go the underwear. Underwear for a week.
I guess me too.
I'd make it work.
okay, well, I don't know what you guys
Flip
have
it
going
inside
on with
out.
Your, like sock
I
problem.
mean, could you flip the
but-
sock inside out?
A month. Think about you run. You're a runner. You're going to tell me you're going to wear the same
That
fucking
thing
pair of socks
stands
for a
up
month.
by itself after a week.
Not those type of
don't-
socks.
You don't sweat.
Do you want me to smell my socks now and see if they smell bad? Because I've only,
No, please don't. It's not
no.
that kind of podcast.
No.
I've only had them on for like a couple hours, so nice try.
I'm-
Usually I'm barefoot. I hate shoes.
Yeah.
With a passion.
I'm in slides right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave here. It's going to be 40.
I'd have to go the underwear. The socks for a month.
Not same, but I'm not liking it.
Imagine if it's like raining and you're wearing those, and then like you have
Imagine
to
if
put
it's
them
the
back
middle
on
of
the next
summer and
day.
you're just swamping it up.
I'm good.
Yeah, okay. This is gonna be a TMI, but as a female, there's a lot of different things that
I'm
Agreed.
sure. I agree.
Agreed.
I agree.
that just
I live in a house full of them.
Nah, socks. I choose the socks.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did not know where that was going.
No, I would.
What are we about to talk about?
Followed,
We get it. We
the
get it.
married men followed. Once you get married, you'll understand.
Yeah. It's almost like peeing in the shower, Colin.
So
except
I'm gonna wear my shoes in the shower. You know what? Honestly, I could wear.
He's like,
could do
I pee in the
socks.
shower.
No,
No.
Did you see that episode?
No,
oh
I
my
have
God,
not.
Colin is.
it was
that
not news to me that some degenerates in the world
Some.
peed in the shower. Like
He's never peed in the shower, and he didn't know other people do it.
I didn't know everyone did it. I think I'm never leaving my house.
Don't ask, don't tell. It's like the army.
I'm gonna take a pair of flip flops with me everywhere I go.
So that was a conversation, actually, back to the whole college coaching thing.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, when I went to my dorm, it was like, we had a floor shower. And it was like, you had a shower caddy, you had your slides, you had a towel. And you walked
I
in there.
wore flip flops in that shower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, they've got 4 rooms. They each share their own, like 2 people share a shower. Mm-hmm. And it's a real shower, not like some dog peeing on your head from 7 feet above.
I had like I think it was
Here's-
literally the oldest dorm at Ohio State. It was shit.
So
it fucking
I will
sucked.
say a side thing. I had a culture shock when I went to LSU campus for a conference. Was like shoot, what's the word for it? Showers and bathrooms that are like both.
Oh, yeah. Co-ed?
Yeah.
Yes, thank you,
Yeah,
co-ed.
yeah.
That's the word about whatever in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not know that was a thing. I
So
had a culture shock.
Miami, when I was dating Hannah in high school, our freshman year, I went down there, and it was like their dorms were set up, which was completely different because ours were very like 3-4 floors of like men, and then 3-4 floors of women. Theirs are like men, women, men, women. And you could walk up like 6 stairs, turn the corner, and you're in the showers for the women. I'm like, there's no security, no nothing kind of
Yeah.
thing. It
We
was
were
very
men and
strange.
women in the same hallway. There was a men's and women's bathroom, though.
Yeah, that's how
Same.
it's defined. Like in the freshman dorm, it's like one hallway's all guys
Yeah.
and one was all girls. But then once you
I mean, it was the
move out
same
of the
hallway,
freshman,
even, but there was a men's and
theirs was
but
set up
now
in floors.
it's like combined.
But
But
it,
there
like-
was still separate like bathrooms. So when I went, like I'll never forget, my friend and I, we like literally roamed all over these dorms at LSU, and we finally asked someone, we're like, "Where's the bathroom?" And they're like, "Oh, it's just around the corner." Like, we just came from there.
Some of the
And a guy
newer
just
dorms
walked
at
out of
Ohio
there,
State,
like,
some of the
we
newer dorms at Ohio
culture
State
shock.
were like pods that were kind of just whatever. But then I think that they ended up making them like men's and women's because there were people who were fucking in the showers, and
No,
they were
like-
like,
Yeah, my husband.
It happened while I was. I wasn't. No, it wasn't me. But like they changed the pod, like in the newer dorms.
Can I just
it
brush
was
my
like
teeth,
the pod
guys?
thing, but they like.
But that was
my
the case.
teeth.
Like,
But yeah,
I remember walking in like I would walk in. There's a guy sitting in the shower, passed out from the Sunday night before, and I'm like, "Hey, bud, you good?" And the water's still running, and he's just sitting there, and he's alive, and I'm like,
Do I call?
brushing my. All right, see you, bud.
Yep.
Yeah, my husband went to Toledo University, and I was like, we were dating at the time, and I was like, oh my gosh. He's like, yeah, what's the problem? I was like, you don't understand. This is the first time I've experienced this. I can't.
Oh, Toledo's nuts.
And
Like-
that's why, like, when everybody complains about the dorms at UNOH, they're like, "Oh, I gotta share a shower with somebody." I was like, I had to share a shower with 40 fucking people.
Yeah,
Right.
I'd much rather do it just one other
Yeah, it's
person.
literally one other person. I was like, you have your own washer and dryer here, like 17 feet from your bed.
Right.
Our toilet was broken for a while. That got ugly fast.
Let's walk into some current events. What do we
Oh,
got?
sorry. Oh,
No, you're
we're
good,
just
you're
going on
good.
a side conversation.
I know.
Okay.
Escalated quickly.
I'm steering us.
You did. It was a really side important conversation. Okay. So, TikTok launches a new 60-minute daily screen time for users under the age of 18.
Can they make that a screen time for users over 18 too?
Possibly?
60 minutes is a lot. Holy shit.
Bro.
So, like, have
It
you
doesn't take long.
have you dealt with the whole, like, your daughters? Like, I learned that on TikTok, and they're
No.
like 8.
Not yet.
No.
So, like, my daughter likes this thing where, like, she goes on like YouTube and watches kids play with toys that
Oh,
she
yeah.
owns. That she could be playing with, kind of thing. And then she's like, "Oh, I saw this on TikTok." And I was like, "Well, there's like a TikTok thing on like YouTube."
There's like they do reels now, YouTube reels.
Yeah, so she found
shorts,
this.
is what
Yeah,
they're
she
called.
found this.
Yeah.
and like she went down the rabbit hole. And like the next day, she's like, "Oh, I saw this on TikTok." I was like, "You don't have TikTok." She said, "Well, it was on YouTube." And I was like, "Why were you on YouTube? And you have like
Yeah.
kids YouTube?" And she's
Yeah.
like, "No, we have real YouTube." You're
Right.
6. How'd you get there?
Yeah.
Explain to me so I can change this.
My
Right.
friends' kids are on like this life hacks like thing on YouTube, and like all they want to do is just watch life hacks. And I sat there and watched like the same thing over and over for like an hour. You know,
Wow.
and they're like, "We should do that," and I was like, "We can go to the store and buy the same thing."
My kids are big on like movie musicals. They don't really watch a lot of TV shows. They don't watch a lot of YouTube. If we let them watch YouTube, they would watch shit out of it.
movies like High School Musical musicals.
Yes, there's one that they're very fond of, A Week Away, that we
I
watch
really like
all the time.
He told me to watch it. I'm not gonna lie, I was happy I was watching
So
it.
Yeah.
Blake is a huge fan of The Greatest Showman.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the kids haven't watched that yet.
Really? So
No.
that was the first one we got her
Yeah.
into, and she like loves it. Like
Yeah.
that's one of her like. And I say that like her. It's probably her second favorite movie.
We give them access to Disney Plus and stuff like that, and they watch the kids
Showman's on
shows.
Disney.
Huh?
I think it's on Disney.
Is it? I'll
Yeah, I
have to
think
look
so.
for it for them.
But that was like her first like go to, and then like last night, my wife's like, maybe we should let her watch the High School Musical, and I was like,
Oh yes.
terrible idea.
Terrible idea.
Because
She loved it though.
no, she was like, I'm not watching that. I'm gonna watch Hugh Jackman and, and The Greatest Showman.
Yeah.
I was like, it's the same shit.
It's crazy nowadays. I feel like when we were younger.
I hated musicals.
Well, we watched a lot of cartoons.
Yeah, well,
No,
Disney
Saturday morning
movies.
cartoons.
yeah, but our cartoons are so different.
My mom always
Oh,
said
very.
that we had to, my mom said that there was a while where we were watching The Lion King at our house like 5 days a week, like literally 5 times a
that
week.
was
Once a
Frozen.
day.
That was
Once-
Frozen for us.
Yeah.
Oh god! See, we did that. We did the
Did you do Moana? Or
Oh, fuck
the
yeah,
Moana for a
Oh,
day.
And then what was the one about the?
We did Raya for like a couple weeks.
What's the one with the Day of the Dead? The Mexican
Coco.
Coco. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
What-
And
what-
I actually enjoyed that movie.
That was a good.
I
Movie.
don't
It was a
have
good
kids, and I still watch all these. So
movie. Yeah, yeah.
Disney
No,
Plus
some-
and I are.
I don't know what the most recent Disney movie I've seen is.
Now, if I put an action movie on though, my girls are glued.
See now, you know what Blake's favorite movie is?
I was their age when Die Hard was my favorite.
Titanic.
Oh, really?
And but here's the thing: she has no idea the ship sinks. She
You turn it off?
No,
Did she fall asleep?
No, it's not. She falls asleep. She's in this fantasy land that it's a happy ending.
Oh, wow.
Like she's like, oh my god,
It is a long
they're
movie.
dancing down in with all the people. The
Your
peasants
kid is
or
going to
whatever.
learn about this in school one day, and
She's
she's going to be like,
traumatized.
what the fuck?
So I had to break this to her. I was like, honey, the ship sinks, and she's like, what? And I was like,
Oh, no.
It actually goes down. They hit an iceberg, and I explained to her.
You tell her this is like real history too.
No.
He gave her like a 5-minute speech
No, it's
about
like, so she's good with it. Like,
Titanic.
yeah. So I explained it to her, and she's good with it. She understands it, and she's mature. And she's like, and then I was like, oh, I was on TikTok.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, there's a Titanic museum in Gatlinburg.
Yeah.
And she's like, so when are we going? I have to understand this. I have to see this. And she's like so mature, like how she.
It was like, dude, it was
processes
like 100 years ago.
Did you hear?
It might have been 1923. It's really fucking close.
I was expecting an exact date there.
It was 1912.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, he's so confident.
I believe him.
I can't argue with the fact that he just said that.
Yep.
Sinking.
1912.
Over 100 years.
Look how confident. Look, it's just spewing.
I didn't say I knew.
Just
I
resonating
I
from
thought
me.
we were close.
But yeah,
Did you hear though the new? So James Cameron, who was the director of the Titanic movie, came out and actually said that if everything happened how they're saying that it happened now or whatever with all the new evidence and stuff like that,
Because they found it since they built this movie.
yeah, that they said that Jack actually would have lived.
Well, yeah, the door.
There
should've
was
been
more
bigger.
than enough space for his ass on that door.
I agree.
Did you ever
That's
see
like-
the thing on Twitter where they like taped it out on the floor and there
Yes,
was two people
yeah,
and they were like playing cards on
Yeah,
it. And they were
plenty
like,
of room.
It's a
What
twin-
and the-
Rose was a bitch.
It's literally a twin size bed. And she's like, I need all this.
Yeah, twin size bed.
Listen, it's for the dramaticness of
Yeah.
the movie.
It was
Rose
great. It
is
was
too
great
high on her
movie.
own fucking drama.
Today, everyone still
She
has the
knew that
moment of
necklace was in her
hindsight.
pocket.
You know what's funny though is that
She's
people
like, if I
can
really bring this guy home, though.
You know what's funny though is that people can stream this movie whenever they want, but I remember that I had to fucking take out one VHS to put another goddamn one in to fucking watch it.
I swear to God, I'll never forget this. I was
Like, why is there two in here?
Yeah.
Why is this fucking movie so goddamn thick?
I was in Mr. Duncan's third grade class.
We watched it in school.
and I'm sitting there, and we
I had Mr.
watched it,
Duncan,
and
too.
like 2 weeks
You
later.
even watched him like draw her?
No,
No, they fast forward through that part.
Fast forward through
They
that
do.
Just fast forward, yeah.
But like,
Okay, it's time for a bathroom break.
100%. That's what happened.
yeah, literally. But no, we're taking the test, like this the state test or whatever.
Yep.
And like afterwards, I'm done, and I'm sitting there, and somebody's. And I was like, and I'm looking around like, who is humming this shit?
It was your teacher.
And so I finally, Mr. Duncan looks around. He's like, I don't know who's humming, but please stop it. I know the lady's name, and she graduated with us that year, obviously, but I'm not going to throw her on blast right now. But I would be like,
That's hilarious.
listen, shut the God. I'm trying to take my test.
That's the first time I saw it, too.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I remember, like, when I was what I remember from the very first time I watched it was, like, when, like, the ship splits in half and, like, everyone's, like, sliding down. Like, I remember walking into the room at that moment and being like, oh, my where are they going? Like,
Hell.
Deuces.
and I just remember my parents, like,
Davy
maybe
Jones
you should
locker.
go back to your room.
Davy Jones locker.
David Jones.
Like, I vaguely remember that exact moment of them
No,
sliding
Just the
inside of that.
icy, dark embrace of death.
Anyway,
There was something else I watched too about that where they said that actually like the sharks that would have been around at that time would have been Greenland sharks, which are actually wouldn't have hurt.
They're
them at all.
not. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was cold. It was way too cold.
they
For,
just froze to death instead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or drowned slowly.
Or
yeah.
both at the same time.
yeah.
Oh, the water was freezing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It,
Well, like that was part of the whole like Blake, like she brought that up. She's like, well, there's a part in the museum where you could put your hand in the same temperature of water,
They did not die pretty.
and like
Yep.
you could
Yeah.
feel it. And I in my head, I'm thinking, we went there like 10 years ago, my wife and I, and I put my hand in that water, and it feels like needles just poking your hand. As soon as you put it in, it's like needles just jabbing you.
The only
that's
good
it.
thing is they wouldn't have lasted very long. But
Yeah.
that's a small.
This is-
It felt like a long
This
time.
is a great. This is a great thing though for a lot of parents out there though.
The TikTok.
Who want to?
yeah. Oh,
Older
yeah.
kids.
Limit the
Yeah.
TikToking.
Yeah.
Oh, we
You could be on there all fucking day. You could.
No, you could.
It's,
Yeah.
It's so easy just to like waste time, like
It
and
is.
just scroll.
It
like
is.
60 minutes, really surprisingly, will add up really fast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, one sports gambling search or
God,
golf
yes.
search will
Are you-
send a man down a rabbit hole for 4 hours.
Wager bets.
Oh God.
Bets with Moritz.
I just watched dogs.
So do I, but they're also known as women.
We're talking about TikTok, not Twitter.
It's like I'm there for the cute animal videos.
That's That's
me too.
pretty much what I think.
I didn't realize Twitter was like that.
And
by the way.
food.
Oh, yeah.
Also.
Cute
So
animal videos?
I'm not on all like the platforms.
Twitter's the
at all.
only thing I'm on.
No, really?
Yeah.
So
It's the
I'm
only
on
thing he's on.
Facebook because I'm old.
Yeah.
And
Same.
so
I do both.
yeah, well, we have like we started
All
an
of the above.
Instagram
Yeah.
page for our bowling team.
So do a
and then,
lot of
like,
softball players.
And I was like, oh, we're not going to worry about Twitter.
No, just one.
And one of my bowlers was like, oh yeah, you don't want Twitter. And I was like, why? And he's like, pulls his Twitter up, and I was like, oh.
Depends on who you follow.
Yeah.
Or you could follow down a bad stream real quick.
Unfollow them. Follow the cute animal videos.
Yeah, but there's
I
There's
do.
a lot.
Look, puppies and the kitties.
but yeah, there's
I saw a dog today with a kitten on its head. It's very cute.
You will never see
Twitter?
that in my house.
yeah.
Because Buckeye will murder it.
But you have both, so
I do have both. Just we try not to see the cat. What else we
Under
got,
the
Candy?
overpass.
anyway. So the Mexican president claims photo he shared shows elf from a Mayan mythology.
I want to see the picture.
Right there.
So he was taking the same gummies that Trevor was, Trevor was taking.
Right?
Okay.
That's a tree.
The comparison of the photos.
Hold on.
Here, we're
Taking
on
us to Twitter.
We're
I
on
was trying
Twitter.
to translate
You better watch who you follow here.
damn.
That's a tree.
Okay. I don't know. Let's see
There's
the thing.
something there.
I'm in. I believe it.
He was instantly like all for it. He was like, I'm in. I got it.
Whatever. Elves are totally real. I believe that.
Just like your witches.
Yeah.
And the ghost.
I mean, I see it,
I mean,
but those are not the same shape. Like the head or whatever, like is supposed to be.
is that hair?
Okay. What the fuck is it?
It's a tree with a
I'm sure there's probably an animal
With an
that
elf in it.
eyes.
yeah gremlin.
Whatever.
Who knows? It could be anything, really.
He's full
But
of shit.
Like, let's catch one.
what are Mayan elves?
Well, they say that and like, oh, Chupacabra showed up.
Yeah. I'm about it. I say let's catch one. See if it'll grant us wishes or something.
Yeah, you know what? I'm out on that one.
Never wanted to hunt an elf, though. They're usually supposed to be good. I don't know a lot about Mayan mythology.
I don't either, really.
No.
Oh,
It's all over the news there, though.
is.
Everything is mystical. There you go. What is a Mayan elf? Right up top. According to traditional Mayan belief, aluxes are small, mischievous creatures that inhabit forests and fields and are prone to playing tricks on people, like hiding things.
So similar to like a hobgoblin.
Sounds like my kids.
Leprechaun.
So it sounds like a hobgoblin.
Hobgoblin, leprechaun, that kind of thing. Yeah.
I mean, it does kind of resemble that statue there, if that's exactly what we're looking
So
at.
does my kid when they wear an outfit like that.
I mean, I'm not saying like proof Mexican like elves exist, but I'm saying like, hey, let's keep an open mind.
This is like the people chasing Bigfoot.
Well, okay, you know what? That's fair, but like it looks kind of maybe it's just a monkey that's on like some acid. I don't know.
I listened to a comedian once, and he was
Cocaine bear, acid monkey. Oh, acid monkey's isn't that a DJ? Might be.
Might.
Acid
like,
cat.
Fine monkey's a beer. But I will say this, though. I was listening to a comedian once, and he was talking about like hunting Bigfoot, right? And he goes, I got to stop watching that shit. He's like, honestly, it's always the same 4 fucking guys going, yeah, he ain't over here either.
Do you have a favorite comedian? Like
Dude, I have tons of favorite comedians.
you have a lot of them? Like you don't have like just one?
No, I don't. I watch them too.
So, like, you're big
too
into
avidly. Oh, you fuck yeah.
I don't
All
want
the
like
time.
I don't want like drag it out or anything. I was just
No,
curious.
you're good. Yeah, Matt Rife is one of my favorites right now. I think he's a great
No, he's
crowd
good.
worker.
Not like a
Rocky Dale Davis is
like
another
an
one.
Andrew Schultz fan or anything.
Love Andrew
Oh
Schultz.
my god, he's so good. I want to
Love
see him
Andrew
so bad
Schultz.
in my life.
Look, we should go. We should go.
I would go in a heartbeat.
Let's go. Let's go.
He's so good.
And then also Rocky Dale Davis though is one of my favorites right now. He's a little bit lower level. He was actually in Fort Wayne 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, you were all excited because you wanted to go, but you couldn't.
$35 for VIP tickets. Yeah, and I missed it.
Because you found out the day before.
I did. So, but no, yeah, I have a lot of favorite comedians though.
You should be a college bowling coach. You can call from work.
You can, like, count it as, like, a recruiting day, right?
We're recruiting in Fort Wayne.
Exactly.
Yeah, right. What else we got, Candy?
Saw that.
Wow. So apparently, you can break the Guinness World Record for going to Disneyland 3,000 times. They got a
saw
lot of
that.
money.
I feel like Kevin Moss could rival that.
Nope, I saw this. The
guy's a millionaire.
the dude
I'm
went.
like, this guy's got a lot of money.
The dude went.
So he's
like,
Kevin Moss.
The dude went like every day for like years. And I think this is a little while ago too. If I'm remembering correctly, he was going between like 2012 and 2020, and like it got cut off by COVID.
2012, yeah. Spanning 8 years, 3 months, and 13 days.
So 2020, yeah.
Did he live fucking next door?
He went.
how did
Yeah,
this
he got. I think, dude, did he get laid off or something? And he was just like, "Well, what am I going to do with my fucking time?" He's like, "Well,
I'm going to go to Disneyland and stare at children." Sounds suspicious.
Sounds a
The
little.
fact that he's kept track
Sounds
of,
a little
stopped
to
in
me.
2020 when COVID shut." Yeah, I just read an article about this.
wow. Like, he just needed 5 more before COVID.
Yeah, sounds a little Sandusky to me.
Went straight there. Such a prestigious football program. Just
Maybe
just pile drive to the ground. Sorry, Joe Paterno. You were such a good college coach. We're going to ruin everything for you.
Yeah, cool. Well, here's my real question: has he been back since COVID? Like they were like, or is he like sick of it, or is he like
Have you been to Disney?
once?
I've been to
we went
Disney in
once when I was a
Florida.
kid.
When you were that lucky.
In high school.
I can
The
remember,
Jarvis thing kicking
like
in there. Been there as a
like
kid.
like I was 10 or 11.
I was 12.
Oh, you know when the first time I visited Disney was? I was 21 years old.
Really?
The first time.
I was
My wife's
in high
grandmother
school
took
for
me.
band.
She's such a sweet soul. She's like, we're going to Disney. I was like, okay, I'm 21 years old. She's like, yeah, we're
Did you
going.
have a good time though?
Oh, yeah. You ever drank beer around the world?
At the same time,
Yeah,
all on
Epcot's
the
fun.
same day. Yeah.
No, that's like my wife's happy place. Like,
Really?
Like, yeah, like
Happiest place on earth.
Yeah, no, well, yeah, they say that, but she's like, I'm going to Princess Land because I'm a princess, and I'm like, you're right, honey. You're a princess.
I'm gonna be over drinking beer.
If you need me, I'll be
in Germany.
Somewhere in one of these countries.
Yeah.
You just have to go across like the little lake or whatever it is they've got there. You get to the ferry
I
across.
couldn't tell you. I could tell you how to get there. I couldn't tell you how to leave.
There's a little ferry that takes you across,
Oh,
or you
I'll
have to
take your- I'll
walk
take your word
clear
for
out
it.
and around.
I've been there. Couldn't tell you how to get back.
That's a lot of times.
That is a lot. The fact that he's kept track of that, though, like
Props.
I couldn't have keep track of how many times
No.
I've been to like certain places.
No.
I think it was like every day. That's how he kept track. He's like, well, when did I start? Okay, it's every day since then.
Well, for
Why do you want?
$1,700 a day or whatever it
Yeah,
is.
how do you,
that.
he's got like a professional membership at this point. He's like basically an employee.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
He
I
knows
don't
where all
even
the
know if
tunnels
them
and shit are.
if the employees.
I wonder
have
how
been
much
there
it
that many
cost
times.
him.
It's a good question.
It doesn't
That
say.
that's the big factor. It's like, how do you afford that? I can barely afford to go to work every
When I was
day,
reading the
let alone-
article, I literally thought it like started with him getting laid off or something, and just being like, what the fuck do I do? But like that couldn't have been sustainable. So he had a job at some point. I don't know. It's a good question.
Yeah.
A lot.
He's got the money for it apparently. So
Do like, hey, just
He's not buying 6
go to the
books a week.
calculator and what is like let's just round it up to $800 every day.
There's got to be some sort of like
800
there's
times
got to be some
3,000.
sort of like
It's millions.
local season pass. There
They
has
gotta
to
like
be
he
have
though.
bought a
season
pass
passes.
in like 1992.
Well, not that it's not
Well, how
like
many-
expensive, but like there has to be some sort of like, hey, you're coming.
even if it's $250 a day.
How much is a season
$750,000.
That's a lot.
to Disney World?
Whatever. A lot. I'm cool with a lot.
$1,300.
For a year? Mm-hmm. And he was there how many years?
8.
8 years.
8, 13.
So that's what I'm saying. There had to be there is some sort of season pet for like. I mean,
Yeah.
who else can use it other than it's for locals?
To get-
I mean, it is for locals.
He probably lives in Apopka, Florida.
But
His son
did he
probably
go
won
to
a
the
bowling
same
national.
park every day, or did he go to different parks?
I'm guessing. I don't know, Candy. Why don't?
I mean, it probably just counts if he goes to Disney.
He just walked to the castle and touched it and walked out.
Tried to pull the sword, and he's like, oh, nope, not today.
Not
Maybe
today.
tomorrow.
Coming back.
Maybe that was like the thing. He was like, I'm going to go pull the sword until it falls out.
Yeah.
So it's not $750,000. It's like it's
It's
still
sub-
it's still
sub 25.
significant,
It's
but
still a lot of money.
but yeah, it's not like you had to win the lottery to do
Yeah.
it.
What else we got, Candy?
That's where he went with, huh?
I let Treg choose today.
So where's he going to play next year is the real question, Drake.
That's a good question. I think he stays in Green Bay. I think he does. But here's the thing. So what this conversation was about was Aaron Rodgers, one of the things that he does in the offseason is he stays for, I believe it's 11 days in complete darkness to just kind of like remove himself from like everything. But
You gotta stop listening to this crazy bastard talk.
No, it's like it's a fantasy football thing. Like every year, like it controls our off season. Like if you're a fantasy football guru, it controls your.
Whether or not Aaron Rodgers spent 11 days in darkness, that controls your off season.
Yeah, because you don't know if he's the 6th or the 15th pick on the board.
But no,
I say that
I think he's going to get committed.
But no, he was. What happened though was he was on. I think he was on the Joe Rogan show. Or no, he wasn't. It was Barstool. He was on Barstool, and they were talking to him about what he does in the off season, and he was talking about how he does this 11 days in complete darkness, and it just like there's something about it that like he can start hallucinating or whatever if he's in there too long and stuff like that. I don't know. It's kind of crazy, but he says he doesn't do anything like except for like go to the bathroom and sleep.
That's weird.
With no light.
Well, for the $54 million they're going to pay him this year, I would do that too.
Hey, every athlete's got their way of doing things.
No, I think he's going to be a Jet this year. By the way, that's my prediction.
Yeah, it depends where Lamar Jackson goes too.
Could be a Panther.
Could be.
We got to kill the fly.
It came at my
have to kill the
face.
fly.
He was just over here 5 seconds ago.
It moves real fast.
He's a motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's probably the same one that we dealt with yesterday.
It is interesting though, like what some of these players do. I mean, like I remember growing up, we heard about T.O. He would spend days in cryo chambers. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's just they all go through their own little.
Insanity.
It can be.
For millions of
Can be.
dollars, I'd go through insanity too.
Yeah, they need to decompress somehow.
I mean, Tom Brady made it to what 46 years old, and he looks like he's fucking 28.
Yeah, a divorce later from a supermodel.
He's not.
Right,
he's
yeah.
not fucking. He's not spending 11 days in darkness.
No, but he has a very strict regimen though that he follows as well.
There's a difference between keeping a diet and like a wake up time and like let's just turn out the lights for the next 11 days.
Yeah, but I mean,
There literally is a power box in the bottom of his house somewhere. Just turn that bitch off.
no,
He's got like the
he goes to a
air
place.
raid, like blackout like curtains.
It's a place actually that he goes to
Underground.
do this.
Well, this to the Colorado
cave.
or something.
Fucking-
Yeah, it's a cave of Afghanistan.
Join some
It's like the Ohio Caverns. It's complete darkness down there.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It was crazy though. Listening to him talk about it. It was super interesting though. But apparently his dumps were super smooth.
That's,
literally.
Or they weren't and he just didn't know.
he told you that was
Obviously, has to drink 18 Busch Lights in a night before.
He did say that his food consisted of giant salads. That was it.
I think it consists
You
of
and your wife would be able to attest to that.
Oh yeah, she would love it there. What else we got, Candy?
So now apparently you can have plastic surgery for your autographs.
That's interesting.
Why?
Guess why
Doctors, lawyers, celebrities, there's a new cosmetic surgery of sorts for which they're all signing up. By that, we mean handing over money to hire a calligrapher for a fresh take on writing one's own name in cursive with a pen
They
or
don't
another
even
writing
teach
implement on
cursive
paper.
anymore.
So this isn't. So
They
this
teach you at
isn't
least
like,
your name.
Yeah. So
At
yeah.
least how to do your name in cursive.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
That's
about
it.
it.
But yeah.
I'll remember that when I name my next child.
Make it super long.
We
so
don't
you
need
have to really
cursive.
learn.
We absolutely don't need cursive. There's no reason
No,
that
I
a
don't.
language needs 2 alphabets. The Egyptians did that, and it took us 2,000 years to decode one of them.
At least it's like cursive. It's like somewhat close to the normal alphabet, though. Somewhat.
I'm
Most
just
of
saying we don't need 2 alphabets.
Priscilla Molina is the teacher in Los Angeles. She does a minimum of 300 custom signatures a month, offering packages that include up to 3 ways to sign, limitless drafts, or a new set of initials. She charges between $10 and $55, using the motto where originality meets legacy.
This isn't new. I thought this was going to be something like literally they did surgery on your handle.
That's kind of what I
And I
thought.
thought
Yeah.
so too.
No, you hire a calligrapher.
Lame.
It's not bad. No, it's not lame. I don't have a problem with it.
I honestly didn't know
It's
that
not a
you
new
could
thing.
do that. But
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Every time I need to, scribble my name on a, life important document.
Not
Hey,
new.
I need you to come here.
Well, you just save it and then you copy it. You get like a stamp, or you get I don't know what her deal is. Maybe digital too.
Interesting.
What
else we got,
just
Candy?
scribble my own name.
Yeah, it's not a new thing.
Yeah. Ben Affleck and Matt Damon's new movie Air chronicles the scrappy rise of Nike. This actually looks pretty
No,
interesting.
it does. It does.
I've not seen anything about it.
No, it does. It looks really good.
I mean, Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, they do great movies together. They always have. Mm-hmm. Good Will Hunting was amazing.
It's the only one I can name, but yeah.
well, who did
I liked it. It's a good movie.
Moneyball?
Not
that was Ben Affleck. No,
or
that was
Matt Damon.
It was not either one of them.
Well, who was that guy? Look, just
It
Chris
was
Pratt.
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt.
Brad
Yeah.
Pitt.
No, I just threw that way off.
Yeah.
Chris Pratt was he a first baseman or was he the pitcher?
Pitcher. He's
Yeah.
a pitcher.
No, he played Scott Hatterberg, first baseman.
Oh, catcher. Supposed to be catcher, turned
Yep.
into first baseman.
Yep.
You're right.
Yep.
You're right.
Who's on what?
Who's on first?
Who's on first?
What's on second? I threw
Says the
I
salt.
threw
My
that
Abbott
way
or
off.
Costello.
I get that every the whole Matt Damon Brad Pitt thing. I get that all the time.
Yeah.
Like I always mess that up.
Yeah. They have
they?
done good movies together, though. I know Good Will
Yeah.
Hunting is the only one that comes to mind.
I'm
but
sure
they've done a
Nike's-
lot of
Well,
movies
Good Will
together.
Hunting is like perfect.
Yeah.
Like what?
Oh, it's an amazing movie.
what,
Award-winning.
what other two did they do together?
They were also in. This one's a little more funny, but they did. What was the one with Jason Mewes? The two guys who stand in front of the store.
Jay and Silent Bob.
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. They were in that.
I don't have any idea what that is.
Yeah, they played.
What?
They played Jay and Silent Bob in the movie. Remember?
He doesn't know what that is.
Oh, you never watched Jay and Silent Bob
It's
Strike
like,
Back? Oh my gosh! I am the
Well,
Click
apparently we have to have
Commander.
a movie night. Apparently, we have to have a movie night.
Is this something that happened like 5 years
so
before?
you're like,
or
no,
more?
it's an age thing. It's
Sure.
like, you've seen The Hangover?
Oh yeah.
Have you seen Pineapple Express?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're on the same track.
Yeah, it's those type of movies.
You haven't, yeah, it's same deal.
It's those type. Slap Happy.
Like
Slap Happy.
Grandma's Boy.
Love Grandma's Boy. Greatest.
Oh, he's questioning
No.
it. Look, he's
One of the
I don't
most
think
underrated
so.
one of the most
I don't think
underrated
so.
comedies of all time is
Grandma's Boy. You should watch that.
I don't think so. It sounds
Oh yeah,
familiar.
Grandma's Boy is great.
I
You
feel
should
like
definitely
somebody
watch.
talked to me about it though. Like I don't think I've seen it.
No, you should watch that.
So Jay and Silent Bob come from a different type of movie, which is called Clerks. You remember that? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I was watching his face.
Right.
Yeah, I have no idea. So anyway,
Yeah.
apparently Colin and I have to catch up on movies now.
Yes, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back is a great.
We'll watch them
Oh,
on
you-
Colin's
no, you
little,
got- you have to
like,
watch Grandma's Boy.
32-inch
Oh, you
TV.
definitely have to watch Grandma's Boy.
Like, yeah, that's like a must.
Yeah, it's
It's like the Hangover. Like
it's
the
all
original.
it's all the Adam Sandler characters.
Yeah, I never saw the second two.
No, you don't need to watch second two
No.
Hangover, but it's like the same scenario. It's like one of those things that you had to watch the first one. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody saw The Hangover.
yeah. So
Grandma's Boy is all the Sandler characters. So every person who's ever been in a Sandler movie, they're in Grandma's Boy.
minus David Spade, I think, was the only one not in there. But like the
Yeah.
rest of them are all there.
Yeah, like Rob Schneider plays the landlord.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was a Happy Madison production.
It was.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, it was. Yep. No, it's
And he did you just look at me like I don't know who Happy Madison is?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, it's it's the same scenario.
Yeah.
The Adam Sandler. Yeah.
yeah, it's funny though.
They're weird, man.
It's one of those things, like,
Little
you
clips
either
for like
love-
production studios at the beginning of movies are weird. They're
Yeah,
always weird.
It's like a Will Ferrell movie. You
There's like the
love
guy
it or
with the
you
golf
hate
ball,
it.
and he's like,
That's true. That's true.
It's like Will Ferrell.
so, some of his are good and some are bad. Like I don't.
Same thing.
Some of them are like,
yeah. It's like, do you
Yeah.
like Anchorman or do you love Step Brothers?
Mm-hmm.
Right. But yeah, Grandma's Boy though. The premise of the movie is it's about a guy who gets kicked out of his apartment, and he
Moves in with his grandma.
moves in with his grandma, and he's a video gamer. Like he's an older guy, but that's what his job is he tests video games.
Gray Bush.
Gray Bush, yeah, they call him Gray Bush. JP. Adios, turd nuggets.
Did I break it?
So,
High score.
yeah. So there's a part in the movie though where a guy.
Don't spoil it.
No. This isn't
I'll
a
watch
spoiler.
it.
There's so many
should watch
one-liners to this movie.
It's just a spoiler.
it's like
Kinda.
no. It's a one.
But there's one part to this movie though where one of the characters in the movie, so like I said, they're video game testers. They get Dance Dance Revolution in their break room.
They get
Dance
challenged.
Revolution.
Yeah, they get Dance Dance Revolution in their
They
break
throw
room.
down.
Yeah, what they do is they challenge each other.
Nice.
And he goes, hey, guess what we just got? He goes, just got Dance Dance Revolution.
DR.
He goes, he's wearing like this vest. He goes, yeah, why don't you go ahead and take off that Woody Allen jacket? We'll throw down. He goes over there and fucking just annihilates this game, and it's like it keeps screaming at him like high score, high score, high score, and he goes, what's that mean? Did I break it? What does high score mean? What did I do?
Means you lost.
Jonah Hill's in the movie too.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
No, it's
It's
a
like
muscle
golf.
up.
You gotta go the lowest score instead.
Right. So hey, that brings us to the last article here. Walpock Tuckfest 2023. As you all know, we've been saying it over the last 4 episodes now, maybe. Me and Colin
been a
will be
minute.
me and Colin will be there. Colin and I will be there announcing
Grammar.
on the 20th. Thank you.
We don't get paid to grammar. We get paid to announce.
That's right. So me and Colin and I will be there on the 20th announcing. Don't forget that Demon Jones and Kentucky Music Mafia will be playing on the 19th. We will be there as well that day. Candy will be running around taking pictures all day.
Camera duty.
She will be on camera duty. But yeah, we'll be there. A lot of cool things happening this year. Don't forget about the small town rave in the barn afterwards. There'll be a guest DJ that'll be spinning on the ones and twos. We have side-by-side time trials this year, the mud pit, and also don't forget about the side-by-side highest jump at the end.
Most
of that.
excited about that.
Yep. And then the truck pulls to follow, guys.
I had a
After
friend
party.
that asked me if I wanted to do a 5K or something like on the 21st, and I was like, I'm gonna say probably.
Oh.
That's
Gonna be a late night.
We're ramping side by sides into the fucking air.
That is such a long night. Like I remember, like Heather's sister lived there last year on that street that goes to the fairgrounds. Do you know how many?
I live back there.
Do you know how many stickers I found on the road the next morning?
I believe it.
We were moving them in. I was like, "Ooh, free sticker." It's like, "Ooh, piece of candy." "Ooh, piece of candy."
Yeah.
Dude, I live back there too.
So they lived like whatever that road is, head to the sheriff's station,
Ashland.
right past Dan Rook's house.
Okay, yeah.
Like 3 houses down on the right or whatever.
Sure
it
you're
is.
not talking about deer ball?
Deer
it-
ball.
oh, maybe
deer
It's
ball,
deer
yeah.
ball.
It could be
yeah.
deer ball.
It's deer
Yeah.
ball.
I'm a street over.
East or west? I can't go west.
East?
East.
Yeah.
It's east. Yeah. You're too.
I don't want to throw your position out here.
I mean, it's public information.
It's true. You can look it up online.
Yeah, the county auditor's website. You find anybody owns any property.
I'm on Glenwood if you need me.
If you own a house, it's public information. I just want you. Everybody should know that.
It's true.
Yeah, we
Hey,
can hear it from our house.
Don't
That's fine.
forget, Walpock Tugfest is BYOB as always.
No glass.
Yep. No glass.
No glass. Yeah.
Bring as much as you
Ben.
can. Pull, drag, or stack, and then drink it while you're there. That's all we got for you guys. Hey,
All for you, Colin.
the social guys. Thanks for everybody for joining us for this episode. Tyler, thanks for coming on the show. Man.
Absolutely, brother.
Really
Pleasure to meet
appreciate
you.
you.
I
being here.
appreciate it. I really do.
Absolutely. Hey, as always, you can find us on Spotify, iHeartMedia, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Candy on the hot seat tonight.
Hi.
Colin motherfucking Jarvis.
Trick motherfucking rains.
Social guys out. Later. Subscribe if you like it.